We enter week 3 of the regular season. We finally get to experience some of the games that really count. Regional matchups that determine where teams will finish the regular season and if they qualify for the state playoffs. The headliner is at West High School in Knoxville, where the Rebels, last year's 5A state champions, entertain Farragut's Admirals. Should be a great game. I'm picking West to win at home. Jefferson County travels to Science Hill in Johnson City. I'm picking Science Hill in that one. I like Anderson County to top Bearden. Cleveland should win at Walker Valley. Dobbins-Bennett travels to West Ridge. Got to go with the Indians of DB in that one. And Maryville should win at Bradley Central. In 5A, we have 2 Thursday night games. William Blount travels to Heritage. I'm picking Blount in that one. And Powell should win at Oak Ridge. That ought to be a dandy as well. Other 5A action finds Hardin Valley entertaining Cott County. Got to go with home team there. Ray County should win at Knoxville Central. I think Daniel Boone wins the Musket Bowl this year. They're entertaining Davy Crockett. Always a big game. Morristown West takes on Tennessee High in Bristol. I'm going with West in that one. I like Fulton to win at home against Knoxville Halls. Carnes should win at Gibbs. I think Sevier County wins at home. They're entertaining Lenoir City. And McMinn County should win at home against Tyner Academy. In 4A, Greenville and Elizabethton, traditionally the 2 best teams in Region 1 4A, are again expected to begin regional competition with wins. Greenville should win at home against Cherokee, and I think Elizabethton should win on the road at Granger. Another Thursday night game finds Seymour entertaining Northview Academy. Should be a good game there, but I think the visitors from Northview Academy win the contest. Gatlinburg-Pittman should win at home against Carter. I like Volunteer to win at home against Sullivan East. Austin East travels across town to South Doyle. I'm picking South Doyle in that one. Look for Clinton to get a home win against Scott High. East Hamilton down in Chattanooga should top Franklin County. I like Ottawa to win at home against Hickson. Red Bank should top East Ridge on its home turf. Look for Loudon to win at Soddy Daisy. Signal Mountain should top Sequoia, and I think Howard beats Republic. A Thursday night game headlines 3A action. That's where West Green entertains Chucky Doak. I'm going with West Green in that one. Look for Claiborne to win at home against Johnson County. Unicoi County should get into the win column with a home win against Pigeon Forge. I like Cosby to win at Union County. Kingston should get a home win against Meigs County. Look for Alcoa to win at home. They're entertaining a team from Tottenville, New York, and I think Alcoa wins that one. McMinn Central, a likely loser at Polk County. I'm picking Sweetwater to win at Tellico Plains. Chattanooga Central, probably a loser at Marion County. Look for Signal Mountain to top Sequoia, and I think Grundy County gets a home win against Lookout Valley. In 2A action, 2 Thursday night games. South Green should win at home against Cumberland Gap, and I think Oneida wins on the road. They travel to Eagleton in Maryville. Hampton should win at Pisgah, North Carolina. I like Rockwood to top Midway, and my upset special of the week, Sale Creek winning at home against Bledsoe County. Now in 1A, I think Unaka gets a home win against Twin Springs, Virginia. I'm picking Jellicoe to win on the road at North Green. Cloudland, also on the road, should win. They're playing at Hancock County. Cofield, again, should win on the road at Greenback. Oakdale should win at Sunbright. I look for Oliver Springs to win at home against Harriman. Rockwood should win at home against Midway. And I think South Pittsburgh wins at Copper Basin.
Thanks, Murphy. When we continue, we'll discover more about how the commitment to move a program to the next level isn't just on the field, but extends far beyond. Coming up next on Murphy's Matchups.
There's no shortage of icons in Big Orange Country, but perhaps none are more celebrated than Neyland Stadium's checkerboard end zones. Inspired by the checkered brick design atop Ayers Hall, the pattern first found its way to the end zone in 1964. Today, the checkerboards are a fitting tribute to the university's most iconic building and an ever-present reminder that the volunteer spirit never stops growing. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company, and the official insurance of the Vols.
I love my community, and as a doting dad,
Daddy's home,
a devoted son,
there you are, Joe,
and a good neighbor.
Hey, man.
The people in my life are used to hearing my knock at the door. But as a law enforcement officer, I have to give news that people never expect. That's the one knock I always dread.
Booze it and lose it. A message from the Tennessee Highway Safety Office.
You're listening to Murphy's Matchups. Here's Cleveland High School head coach Chandler Tigard.
Chandler, you are in your first year at Cleveland High School. Is it kind of what you expected it to be?
It's a little different than I expected. I expected like the Friday Night Lights deal, small town, all that I kind of heard about. But honestly, man, it's like Murfreesboro was 20 years ago. I mean, there's really two teams in town that are a big deal, kind of like Oakland and Riverdale was. And it's a big deal to everybody here in town, but everybody's just so nice here. I mean, it's very much like you're living in the South, and people go out of their way to be nice to everybody. And I brought a bunch of coaches with me from Blackman, and they all love it here. And we've all moved our families, and kids are in school, and they got a brand new elementary school for the kids that all of our coaches' kids are in. So we're just loving it here, man. It's been great so far.
Tell me what intrigued you about Cleveland. They've gone through a lot of coaches in the last few years, and I have a lot of respect for those guys who have been there before you, but they just don't seem to be able to work the magic that they did before coming to Cleveland.
Well, honestly, Murphy, it takes a lot more than just a head coach to be successful. A lot of people realize that to some degree, but I mean, they don't realize it starts at the school board level, and then it starts, at the superintendent, then our principal, then our athletic director, and then the head coach, and all having top-down alignment. We've also changed this year to where I'm the head of football operations, so I'm in charge of Little League, middle school, high school, all the way up. So a united K-12 program that runs the same system and schemes, that coaches all work together. But I mean, it's really, that's the big difference, is now this is the first time since the 90s that we're in alignment from school board to principal, superintendent, all the way down. Because there have been some good coaches come through here. Ron Crawford actually probably did the best job since Coach Monroe. But at the same time, that was the 2012 season. That's the only time we've won 10 games in the last 20 years. So we're trying to change a lot of things here, but all the bones are there.
You hit on two subjects that I am very much aware of, and sometimes I'm not sure coaches are aware of that. First of all, you've got to have a good feeder system where everybody's on the same page. And secondly, you've got a staff that stays together. And that's always been George Quarles' thing at Maryville. We've had the same assistant coaches for decades. And that seems to coincide with success.
Yeah, I mean, you need a lot of boxes. You got to check the talent box, obviously. You have to check a financial box. I've always said, to be good at football, you have to have two things. You got to have talent and money. And if you don't have talent, you better at least have money. So financially, we've done a lot of changes this year to try to help out and get us back on track. I mean, I started out very much in the hole, and then now we are very heavily in the positive, and we're getting a lot of new things for the kids. And when you can do field house renovations, and we bought 50 new helmets and 70 new shoulder pads, and you take safety seriously, and you get all these new things for kids, they buy in a little bit more.
Chandler, I met you 2 years ago when you took the job at Blackman. I was impressed then, and I'm even more so now. Best of luck to you in the future, okay?
Thanks, Murphy. Really appreciate all you do for our state, buddy. I really do.
First year at Cleveland, Chandler Tigard. When we continue, we make the transition from East to Mid-State. You're listening to Murphy's Matchups.
This year has been a year of change for everyone. It has created a new normal for our communities. As said, there will be obstacles, there will be doubters, there will be mistakes, but with hard work, there are no limits. At Huff and Puff Trucking, we stand together to beat the obstacles and believe in our local businesses, students, teachers, staff, and athletes through this upcoming year. We will stand, we will believe, and we will conquer.
You wait all week for Murphy's Matchups. It's here, and it's coming back on Better Than Ever Country, WBEJ.
Get big Labor Day savings this Friday, Saturday, and Monday only at Big John's Closeouts Elizabethton. Take 10% off all vanities, linen cabinets, marble tops, light fixtures, and ceiling fans, both in stock and special orders. Waterproof luxury vinyl flooring is on sale for $239 per square foot with 3 styles to choose from, and save $30 on your choice of either the BG56 handheld blower, now $169.99, or the GTA 26 pruning saw, now $149.99. Big John's Closeouts, 238 East Elk Avenue, Elizabethton. Don't let old tires affect your ability to get to the football games this fall. Get dependable new tires for your vehicle from Kevin Hayworth and the staff at Hayworth Tire Center, Valley Forge. Family owned and supporting local high school sports teams, Hayworth Tire always offers name brand quality tires, plus new brakes, front end alignments, shocks, and many other automotive services you need. Also get lifetime computer balancing and tire rotation with every tire purchase you make at Hayworth Tire, Highway 910 Valley Forge. Open weekdays 8 to 5 and Saturdays 8 to 1.
Elizabethton Electric, serving the community with the customer in mind. With online bill pay, it's just a few clicks of the mouse. Visit the City of Elizabethton webpage and click Online Payments for one-time pay or paperless bill online pay. For iPhone and iPad users, check out the Elizabethton Electric System app. You can still mail in your payment, pay in person, or for automated pay by phone, call 1-844-718-0065.
You're listening to Murphy's Matchups. Give us 30 minutes each week, we'll give you the state of prep football in the Volunteer State. Now, with his view on Middle Tennessee, Murphy Fair.
Thank you, Doug. Fans in Middle Tennessee wanting to watch a Thursday night matchup have a menu of 6 games to consider. 3 of them take place in Nashville. I think Cane Ridge wins at home against Antioch. Nolensville should pick up a road win at McGavock. And I think Nashville Overton scores a mild upset in a win over East Nashville. Friday night action finds Gallatin entertaining Mount Juliet, a long-time rivalry there. I'm going with Gallatin. Shelbyville Central should win at home against Coffee County. Look for Cookeville to win at White County. Lebanon should top Warren County, that game at Lebanon. Look for Rockvale to win at home against Tullahoma. Smyrna visits Siegel. I've got to go with Siegel after scoring so many points last week. Look for Oakland to win at Haywood High School over in West Tennessee. Summit should top Green Hill. I think Kirkwood wins at home against Clarksville Northwest. I'm picking Clarksville High to beat Kenwood. Look for Dixon County to likely lose on the road at Clarksville Northeast. Rossview should get a home win against West Creek. I like Ravenwood to top a very young Blackman team. Stewart's Creek should win at Hillsboro. I look for Beach to score a mild upset at Riverdale. Look for Laverne to top Wilson Central. Brentwood High should win at Hendersonville. Franklin visits Page. I'm looking for Page to score a win there. And I think Independence wins at home against Centennial. Now in 5A action, just one Thursday game there. I think James Lawson wins. They're entertaining Stratford. Look for Smith County to win at home against Liberty Creek. Lawrence County should win at Lincoln County. I think Columbia Central wins at Hunters Lane. And I'm picking Henry County to win at home against Springfield. Now in 4A, I'm looking for Upperman to get a road win at Macon County. Stone Memorial should win at home against Cumberland County. Look for DeKalb County to get a home win against Livingston Academy. Pearl Cone should win at Creekwood. I like Marshall County to get a home win against Station Camp. Look for White House to score at home and score often against Montgomery Central, and I think Greenbrier gets a win at home against Whites Creek. Now in 3A action, a Thursday night matchup finds Maplewood entertaining Spring Hill. Got to go with Spring Hill in that one. Sequatchie County should win at home against Watertown. Cannon County travels to Cheatham County over in Ashland City. Look for Cannon to win that one. Watertown should win at Sequatchie County. I like Forest to beat Community High School. Fairview should win at Stewart County. Giles County should get a home win against Fayetteville. And look for White House Heritage to win at Westmoreland. In 2A, another Thursday game here. Cascade entertains Huntland. I've got to go with the Cascade champions in that one. Look for East Robertson to win at Monterey. Clay County should win at home against Jackson County. I like Waverly to win at Mount Pleasant. Harpeth should top Loretto. Look for Houston County to win at Perry County. Lewis County should get a home win against East Hickman, and I like Hickman County to win at home against Summertown. Finally, in 1A in the Mid-State, look for Gordonsville to win at Trousdale County. Red Boiling Springs likewise should win on the road. They travel to Byrdstown to take on Pickett County. I like Whitwell to beat Joe Burns. Cornersville should win at home against Collinwood. I like Moore County to win at home against Eagleville. And finally, I'm picking Richland to win at home against Wayne County.
Thanks, Murphy. Coming up, our coach's focus moves to Obion Central. You're listening to Murphy's Matchups.
Now, top excuses for not wearing a seatbelt, as told by guys in Tennessee.
Man, I get claustrophobic though, you know?
That's not claustrophobia, that's safety.
I don't know, I get this rash.
Are you sure that's from seatbelt?
I don't need one, I've got my airbag.
Seatbelts and airbags work together. Think teamwork, like sports.
Nobody tells me what to do in my vehicle.
Ever heard of stoplights or speed limits? There's really no good excuse for not wearing a seatbelt. Click it or ticket. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office.
Of the 26 letters in the alphabet, none makes an impact quite like the letter T. Coach Doug Dickey knew that when he put it on the Volunteers football helmets in 1964. And since then, it has evolved into one of the most well-known symbols in college sports. We call it the Power T. And it's not just a logo, it's proof that the Volunteer spirit never stops growing. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company, and the official insurance of the Vols.
You're listening to Murphy's Matchups. As our coaches' conversations continue, Murphy chats with Justin Palmer, head coach of the Obion Central Rebels.
Coach, it's not every interview that I have that I get to interview a coach that's got 4 legs instead of 2. You informed me when I set up this interview that you had an incident, we'll call it, a couple of weeks ago when you opened the season in Tiptonville. Tell our listeners what happened.
Yeah, on crutches right now. Suffered a dislocated knee in the first quarter against Lake County. Good news is it was because I was celebrating because we had just scored our second touchdown. No, it wasn't like I was upset about something and kicked the pylon or the chain gang guy or whatever. So Bryson Underwood caught a screen pass and made a bunch of guys miss and went for about 40 yards, I think. And he broke that last tackle on the goal line, and I jumped up. When I came down, I guess, landed funny or whatever and ended up dislocating my knee. And thank goodness I was the only injury of the night. I think that might be a first where the trainer was working on the coach the whole time during halftime instead of any players. So our kids responded and we ended up playing a good game. But God, by the end of it, I couldn't even walk.
I'm sure that was difficult to say the least, but you've done a great job at Obion Central. I used to live in Union City years ago. Central was always a basketball school. Football was an afterthought, just something to do until basketball season started. But you've kind of changed that philosophy.
Well, I hope so. I hope we're working towards that, and we've shown improvement from year 1 to year 2. We had improvement, and then I'm hoping that we can show improvement between years 2 and 3 this season. So kids are awesome here. The administration is really good, even though it's changed this past year. But, my athletic director went from AD to principal, so it's a good situation here, and the kids are just awesome. We've got a great coaching staff, and it's a great place to live and be every day. And it's just one of those places I've never heard of it, had no idea about it, that it even existed. But I'm glad I found out because it's been a good thing over here.
You were known for loving the spread offense, and I'm guessing that's probably caught on at Obion Central rather well.
It has. The kids really were eager to get in that. And, it's hard to blame them. That's what they watch on TV. If they're watching games on Saturday or Sundays, most people are in the shotgun and throwing it around a little bit. We've had good balance, though. I think just being in the spread, has a little different ring to it when you say that. But the kids, we are able to run the ball. We've got a good offensive line we have the last 2 years. So, I think the change was needed, and just a little change in the offense brought some excitement. Like I said, everybody bought into that, and it's shown on the field.
Well, I'm awfully proud of you, and hope things continue to go well for you and the Rebels, and hope you get a playoff bid and get a chance to go deep into the postseason.
Yes, sir. That'd be awesome. I hope we keep this thing going.
Justin Palmer, head coach of Obion Central. The Rebels are off to a good season this year, defeating Lake County 42-14 and Westview 14-13. This week, they'll face Jackson Northside. When we continue, a look at the West and Division II. You're listening to Murphy's Matchups.
Starting to save for your future doesn't have to be difficult. Let Wilson Bank & Trust help tone up your financial goals this year. Our certificates of deposits or CDs can help your money work harder with our competitive rates, earning you more than ever before. WBT checking options allow you to earn rewards you can really use, like a high interest rate or cash back on check card purchases when you meet some e-banking qualifications. Visit your closest Wilson Bank & Trust office or online at wilsonbank.com to get started today. Member FDIC.
WBEJ Radio Sports presents Elizabethton at Granger High School Football. It's coming up shortly on WBEJ.
Get big Labor Day savings this Friday, Saturday, and Monday only at Big John's Closeouts Elizabethton. Take 10% off all vanities, linen cabinets, marble tops, light fixtures, and ceiling fans, both in stock and special orders. Waterproof luxury vinyl flooring is on sale for $239 per square foot with 3 styles to choose from, and save $30 on your choice of either the BG56 handheld blower, now $169.99, or the GTA 26 pruning saw, now $149.99. Big John's Closeouts, 238 East Elk Avenue, Elizabethton. Don't let old tires affect your ability to get to the football games this fall. Get dependable new tires for your vehicle from Kevin Hayworth and the staff at Hayworth Tire Center Valley Forge. Family owned and supporting local high school sports teams, Hayworth Tire always offers name brand quality tires, plus new brakes, front end alignments, shocks, and many other automotive services you need. Also get lifetime computer balancing and tire rotation with every tire purchase you make at Hayworth Tire, Highway 980 Valley Forge. Open weekdays 8 to 5 and Saturdays 8 to 1.
Elizabethton Electric, serving the community with the customer in mind. With online bill pay, it's just a few clicks of the mouse. Visit the City of Elizabethton webpage and click Online Payments for one-time pay or paperless bill online pay. For iPhone and iPad users, check out the Elizabethton Electric System app. You can still mail in your payment, pay in person, or for automated pay by phone, call 1-844-718-0065.
You're listening to Murphy's Matchups. For Week 3, there are 176 games scheduled, and 78 of those games will have teams taking on regional opponents, and 7 games teams taking on non-member opponents. And 16 of those games will be played on a date other than Friday. Now with a look at the West and Division II, once again, Murphy Fair.
Thanks, Doug. We'll now take a look at West Tennessee as well as Division II action. In 6A, all 8 teams are facing regional opponents this week. I think Whitehaven wins at home against Arlington. Collierville gets a road win at Bartlett. Cordova gets a home win against White Station. And Houston should win at home against Germantown. But in 5A, no one competes against a regional foe this week. On Thursday night, I think Memphis Central disposes of Craigmont. Ridgeway should get a win at home against Brighton. Kirby should top Memphis Overton. And I think Southwind wins at Center Hill, Mississippi. In 4A, it's a mixed bag of regional and non-regional matchups. On Thursday night, I think Jackson Southside whips Liberty Tech. Then on Friday, I'm looking for Hardin County to get a win against South Gibson. Lexington should win at Crockett County. I like Dyer County to win at Union City. Obion Central should win at home against Jackson Northside. Look for Bolton to score a win at Lakeland Prep. And I think Millington wins at Fayette Ware. In 3A action, Wooddale should win at home. That's a Thursday game. Sheffield should top Memphis East. I'm picking Munford to win at home against Melrose. Raleigh, Egypt should get a home win against Douglas. Look for Ripley to score a victory against Bolivar Central. Covington should win at Dyersburg. I think McKenzie wins at Chester County. And I'm looking for Westview to win at home against Scotts Hill. Now in 2A, 3 Thursday games on the schedule there. MASC should win against Middleton. I think Mitchell whips Oak Haven, and Fairleigh should get a win at Freedom Prep. In Friday night action, I think Huntington gets the better part of Adamsville. Camden should win at JCM. I'm picking Peabody to win at home against Riverside. Milan wins at home against Gibson County, I think. Look for Hillcrest to win at home against Bluff City. And MLK Prep should top Kip. Now in 1A, Brewston visits Gleason. Should be a close game, but I think Brewston comes away the winner. Dresden should win at home against Lake County. I like Houston County to win at Perry County. Greenfield should top Halls. And I'm picking BTW to win at home against Middle College. Now in Division II action, out-of-state teams visit the Volunteer State for East Middle games. Knoxville Catholic entertains St. John Paul II, Alabama. I look for Catholic to win that one. McCallie should win at home against St. Xavier, Ohio. And I think Baylor wins at home against Archbishop Stepinac, New York. In the western part of the state, still at AAA, Brentwood Academy should win at home against Christian Brothers. I like Lipscomb Academy to get a win at Briarcrest. MBA should win at home against MUS, and Ensworth, also playing at home, should top Tresvant. In Division II AA, I think Campbell County wins at Kings Academy. Boyd Buchanan should win at home against CAK. I'm looking for Chattanooga Prep to win at Brainerd. Chattanooga Christian should get a road win at Knoxville Grace. I'm picking Notre Dame to win against Lakeway Christian, and expect Knoxville Webb to get a home win against Silverdale. In the middle part of the state, CPA should win at Pope John Paul II. I like BGA to get a win at Nashville Christian. Portland should top Davidson Academy. I think Jackson Christian gets a win at Good Pasture, and look for FRA to top Webb of Bell Buckle. Finally out west, look for ECS to get a win at home against Kingsbury. North Point Christian, Mississippi should win at Tupelo Christian, Mississippi. I think St. Benedict wins at home against Westwood, and St. George's should get a road win at Rosa Fort, Mississippi. Now in Division II Single A in the East, I think Friendship Christian tops Columbia Academy. Ezel Harding wins at Glencliff. Middle Tennessee Christian should win at home against Franklin Grace, and Mount Juliet Christian should win at home against Providence Christian. In Middle Tennessee, I like Sycamore to get a win at Clarksville Academy, and DCA to top Tennessee Heat. Out west, I'm looking for South Fulton to get a win at home against Tipton Rosemark. McNary Central should top Fayette Academy. Look for USJ to get a win at crosstown rival Trinity Christian. Humboldt should top Harding Academy. And Doug, finally, I think FACS gets a win at home against West Carroll.
Thanks, Murphy. And there you have it. Murphy's predictions for Week 3 across the Volunteer State. You've been listening to Murphy's Matchups with the guru of Tennessee high school football, Murphy Fair. Murphy's Matchups made possible by Farm Bureau Insurance and your local Farm Bureau agent. Make sure you have time to get out and support your local team this week.
You've been listening to Murphy's Matchups with Murphy Fair and Doug. Brought to you by Big John's Closeouts, Elizabethton Electric Department, Hayworth Tire Center. Stay tuned for the Sean Witten Show on WBEJ Radio Sports.
342-0174. That's the number for Air Right, here to make all your heating and cooling problems right. Air Right provides great service at a fair price for all types of systems: heat pumps, gas and oil furnaces, or geothermal. Just call 342-0174. You'll get honest service and be informed about repairs needed with free estimates. Find out more online at ritetn.com or call Air Right 24/7 at 342-0174. To ensure Elizabethton will keep growing and thriving through the years, it all begins with a good education. The Elizabethton City School System is always thinking of how to improve your child's future. When a good education can take you as far as you want to go, you need dedicated educators and administrators to encourage, enlighten, and challenge. Support local education. The rewards are endless. A reminder from the Elizabethton City School System.
Locally owned Meredith Valley Cabins and Farmhouse provide a comfortable and cozy getaway without leaving town. For a great vacation or just a weekend getaway, Meredith Valley Cabins and Farmhouse is the peaceful place to stay on the beautiful Watauga River on Sycamore Shoals Drive off the Watauga Road. For fishing, canoeing, and kayaking, gatherings for family or friends, and always lasting memories. Meredith Valley Cabins, where memories are made by the water's edge. View Meredith Valley Farm on Facebook for more information.
If you're going to replace the old worn-down tires on your car, head out to Birchville's Tire and Recapping, 1308 West G, Elizabethton. Ed Birchville will give you the best deal in town on tire brands like Yokohama, Michelin, Cooper, and BF Goodrich. Ed throws in computer balancing free. Get free tire rotation every 5,000 miles. Come in today. Birchville Tire, 1308 West G, Elizabethton. Open 8 to 12:30 Saturdays, 8 to 5 weekdays.
Better than ever country. WBEJ AM/FM, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
WBEJ Radio Sports presents Elizabethton High School Football. Brought to you by Carter County Bank, Jay's Corner, Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, Merle Norman Cosmetic Studio and Boutique, Rainbow Realty and Auction, Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, Ridgewood Barbecue, Rocky Top Garage Doors, Ivy Hall Nursing Home, Advanced Heat Pump Systems, Happy Valley Credit Union, Taco John's, Signature Healthcare, The Jeweler's Bench, The Wildwood Flower Company, Southern Finance and Carter Finance, Dino's Restaurant, Hermitage Health Center, Northeast State Community College, Citizens Bank. Score the Game brought to you by Bojangles. First Down sponsor, Select 7 Credit Union. Tonight's play-by-play from Tony Briggs and Stacy Street. We'll be back with complete pregame and game time after the Sean Witten Show on WBEJ Radio Sports.
Elizabethton High School football is brought to you by Citizens Bank. With locations throughout the Tri-Cities and Knoxville, Citizens Bank is the trusted partner to work alongside your business and family in accomplishing financial goals. As a family-owned bank founded and headquartered in Elizabethton, a big part of our success is your success. So stop by a branch or visit citizensbank24.com today and get to know the citizens in your community. Citizens Bank, member FDIC. The Jeweler's Bench has been a part of Elizabethton for 23 years. John and Sherry want to thank each of you for making it possible. The Jeweler's Bench offers in-house repair services such as ring sizing, rhodium plating, chain repair, pearl restringing, and much more. Shop the very wide selection of quality jewelry on the Jeweler's Bench's website from the comfort of your own home at jewelersbenchtn.com and find them on Instagram and Facebook. The Jeweler's Bench wishes all our area teams the best of luck in this new 2023 high school football season. Now you can buy beautiful, fresh floral arrangements for any occasion at the Wildwood Flower Company, downtown Elizabethton. Nikki Stout is the owner of Wildwood Flower Company, which features a wide selection of fresh-cut flowers and floral arrangements, plants, gifts, and more. Whatever your everyday flower need is, including weddings, funerals, birthdays, and more, depend on the Wildwood Flower Company, 604 Elk Avenue, downtown Elizabethton. Open Tuesday through Saturday. Learn more about the Wildwood Flower Company by visiting Facebook and Instagram. Home loans, construction, auto, and personal loans are available now at Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank in Elizabethton, Johnson City, and in Mountain City. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank is your hometown independent community bank since 1937, also offering business, checking, certificates, IRAs, and both mobile and online banking. Stop by Elizabethton Federal's offices in Elizabethton, Johnson City, or Mountain City for more information. Apply for a mortgage or account online at elizfed.com. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC. Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale Cherokee Drive behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this holiday season.
WBEJ.
All right, Cyclone fans, welcome to week 3 of the 2023 season here on the Coach Sean Whitten Show. I'm Stacy Street along with my partner Tony Briggs, joined as always by the head football coach of your Elizabethton Cyclones, Sean Whitten. I'm going to start off this way, Coach Whitten. I seen a quote from you after that Science Hill game where you said you thought that was the longest game you'd ever played. I'm going to disagree with you. I think last Friday night in Morristown West may have felt like the longest game that got shortened. Go ahead and tell our listeners what your thoughts are about the Morristown West game.
Well, I mean, strong performance by our defense right off the bat. Mm-hmm. You know, starting the game out with 2 consecutive turnovers. Our defense didn't blink. You know, they 3 plays and out and got the ball right back to our offense. I mean, that was a great effort by our defense, especially when, you know, the second possession, you know, we got the ball inside the red zone, throw a red zone pick, which a week ago got us a lot of momentum, you know, really boosted our football team. Flip side of it, we turned the ball over. You know, defense has got to go out there and make a big stop. But really credit our defense for playing really well the first couple drives. And then, you know, once we settle down, you know, we end up making some good plays.
And, you know, you kind of get caught up in the momentum of the Science Hill win, and you're coming in, and you got to remember that you got Rhett Slagle in there as a sophomore, starting his second game of varsity football, and he throws 2 picks, but he hung in there, and he came back, and he threw the strike to Eli Blevins, and talk about that a little bit about the guts that he showed.
Well, number one, I knew going into this game that we were going to have to open it up a little bit. Morristown West was very good on the defensive line. They're very big.
And they blitzed the linebacker every single play.
They blitzed the linebacker in the weak side just about every play. And so I knew we were going to have to our game plan was to go in there and kind of get the ball out quick, you know, hit some slants, hit some digs, you know, hit some bender routes across the middle. You know, we wanted to try to do some of those things to really kind of open them up a little bit where we could sprinkle in some runs. And then, you know, I think that, you know, Rhett, I think he did a great job of feeling the pressure. You know, twice we get beat off the backside, which is his blind side. He escapes out of there. We've been working really hard to get, once he escapes, he's kind of got to get further away from the pocket. You know, his first interceptions, he's trying to make a play, but he's not that far extended from the pocket, throws it back to the middle. I want to kind of see him get more out to the numbers to where the receivers have a chance to react off of the inside routes and then becomes in a scramble drill. But he did come back and made two scramble plays, which one of them was for a touchdown. The other one set up a touchdown. So credit for him to come back, settle down, and ended up making some good throws. But, you know, we were getting pressure. You know, we teach those guys to escape over the top, escape up and under. So really big opportunities for us down the road to really make those plays. And they're hard to defend. They're hard to coach against. And, you know, he did step up on the one and got our first touchdown to Eli Blevins coming across the middle. So he kept his poise. He kept playing. We showed him some things with the iPads on the sideline, and you know, it's just a lot of growing pains, growing process, but thought he handled it pretty well.
And And that Morristown West team was a better team, especially on defense, than they appeared on film. And we, you couldn't see them up there, but Tony and I were way, way, way up there in that press box. And I saw them get off the bus, and it seemed like they had about 20 more players than we did on the sidelines. And they were big kids, and they were very well on defense, were they not?
Yeah, they were big. I mean, a nose tackle that's over 300 pounds. They had two really good inside linebackers, athletic, a free safety number 3 that you saw them get their hands on a lot of balls, the deflections and that sort of thing. I think that, just from a fundamental technique standpoint, we try to go in the game. We've really worked hard on play action pass. We kind of hurried the play action pass. We weren't really doing a great job of getting the linebackers to bite. And, so it's just thought we had an opportunity to make some plays, to get the ball to Luke, get the ball to Dry, to spread it out a little bit. We've been working hard on formations to the field of trying to hit that backside single receiver. That was the one we tried to go to down in the red zone. So, still opportunity to make a lot of plays. We do have some weapons to try to open it up and throw the ball down the field. And, we did come back. Rhett did come back and made 2 deep ball throws to Luke Whaley. We really worked hard the last couple weeks on our red zone pass. At times it gets difficult just to run it in there, and so we try to hit Dry on some slot fades. We try to hit Luke late in the game on a fade there. It's just some of those things that we've been used to being able to kind of come easy to us, just kind of came a little bit more difficult. But, it's not every time, you can get down there, go goal line, and then, bring in Dry and just score, or just go beef package and then try to run it in there. Those days of, the things that we've been accustomed to with Rollins, was highly successful. Throwing the fade to Parker was highly successful. So just got to find different ways to score once we get in the red zone.
One more thing on the offense. Both running backs, both senior running backs, we're having tonight on our senior spotlight. Holzer took the bulk of the carries this week. Zeth took the bulk of the carries last week. Is it a feel? Is it a gut feeling? Who goes with it? Is it based on how much defensive play they play, how much offensive plays? How do you go about knowing who the gut is?
Well, playing Mo West was a big-time heavy run football team with a tight end and H. We felt like there's going to be some opportunity to maybe get, Caleb some rest at the will linebacker position to insert Landry Buckles, who made some plays, and insert Billy Woodby to get some plays on that weak side linebacker to give us more of a bigger presence to kind of to stop the run. And with that said, it gave Holzer an opportunity. Holzer's best series at running back Friday night was when he got a break on defense. And so one of Holzer's best plays is we run the H-back counter weak side, which we were able to kind of establish that, get going. You saw when Holzer got tired, one time he did put the ball on the ground. And so, for whatever reason, we couldn't get Zeth going. They were sitting on Zeth. We did get Zeth, a running back out of the backfield on a wheel route. We did get him on a scramble play down the sideline. So what I like about those guys is they are extremely versatile. I felt like we've had some plays in our playbook that we wanted to kind of run. It just kind of felt like, just the situation with our quarterbacks, our line, and just some of the plays the go-to plays that we've had in our arsenal, in our playbook. We just didn't feel really confident about making those plays. And so I felt like as hard as Mo West was blitzing, we could have run a couple screen passes. We could have tried to do some things to slow them down. But we'll work on those things these next couple weeks and see if we can add those into our game plan.
Now let's flip over on the defensive side of the ball. Mo West come in, it was almost, Stacy and I talked, it was almost like a mirror of us. A lot of H-backs, a lot of tight end. Quarterback-wise, 180 degrees different from the week before. You got a more of a quarterback that stands back there, more gunslinger, where the week prior was more of a scat back. How hard was it to get these defensive ends to play a different style of football for 2 weeks in a row?
Well, I thought we did good at times. We had some twists that we were able to kind of get going where, a lot of times we didn't have to spy the cue like we did against Science Hills. I thought we had 2 plays in particular that they converted on third down to the slot receiver down the middle. I thought we had 3 guys there. Justice was there ready to pick it. almost had one against Science Hill. But, when you get a different quarterback like one at Modesto versus Science Hill, we had to keep Justice close for spy. You can't do twist, and you can't allow Mason and Ben to kind of go up and under loose contain against Schwartz. But we thought that we had some mismatches. You saw an inside move by Mason Ball one time against big number 72 that was able to kind of take the inside. You saw Ben kind of go up and under to really try to get the quarterback. So we did some things. We were there at times. We brought some inside twist that you can do different when you play a different quarterback like that. And, we don't have to really worry about him running. So, our defense is playing lights out. You talk about some goals that we have right now after 2 games. One, we're playing really good defense. 2, if our offense doesn't turn the ball over, what kind of situations are we really in? 3, we want to score 100% in the red zone. After the first drive, every time we got down there, we did end up scoring. And then 4, we want to win the kicking game. And so at times, a little bit, maybe Friday night, we were lackadaisical in the kicking game. Our kicks were good. Our punts were good. Our coverage maybe not has been as good as it had been. We had opportunities to do better in punt return. So, just some areas where we got to continue to get better.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the first half of the recap of last week against Mo West. When we come back, we'll preview tonight's opening contest as we open up Class 4A conference play as we're at Granger High School. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors.
What began as a vision for a young nurse is now a heritage for over 4 generations at Ivy Hall. With a 5-star rating by Medicaid Medicare, residents at Ivy Hall receive the best physical, speech, and occupational therapy in the area, and now respiratory therapy services are offered on staff too, all in a new state-of-the-art facility. Physician and nursing services to aid the healing process are also provided. All insurance is accepted at Ivy Hall, now hiring at 301 South Watauga Avenue, Elizabethton, and online at ivyhallnursinghome.com.
Don't throw your money out the window when it's hot outside.
Yeah, you need to call Advanced Heat Pump Systems. They can make sure your air conditioning is doing its best.
And be sure to ask how you can get up to a $2,000 tax credit when you install a new heat pump system. Financing is available too.
Your home will be so comfortable, and you'll save money.
Call Advanced Heat Pump Systems for a free quote at 926-2665.
The Rocky Top Garage Door Showroom is located at 401 Hatcher Lane, Elizabethton. Owner Mitch Parlier has provided sales, service, and installation of garage doors for over 30 years, and Rocky Top Garage Doors is Elizabethton's Amar Lincoln door and Linear and LiftMaster door opener dealer. Tell them what to do if their garage door breaks, Lexi.
Call my papa at Rocky Top Garage Door, 518-1516.
That's Rocky Top Garage Doors, your automatic garage door dealer. Learn more online at rockytopgaragedoor.com. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that's lower, check with the Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
Pass it on, it's a tradition. Pass it on.
Offering quality furniture, appliances, and bedding for the entire home since 1936. Shop locally at Richie's Furniture and Sleep Shop, downtown Elizabethton.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Coach Sean Witten Show. Coach, it's week 1 of the most important week as it started. Conference week starts. Seemed like we're going back to Granger. Seemed like we played them for 6 years. We've been over our 5 years in a row. I don't think they ever come here but once. So we're back over here. Tell our fans what they're different what we're coming into tonight about this Granger?
Well, it's very similar offense that we faced last week. Teams like Granger are really 100% run. They want to run the football. They don't really do a great job of throwing it, and so they really try to shorten the game. They try to huddle. They try to run the play clock down, try to snap it with less time on it. They want to shorten the game. And thankfully for us, it gives us another opportunity to go have some consistency on defense where the game plan can stay very similar. It allows us to, really do some things from our coverage standpoint. from playing a 2-high safety scheme, now we can roll down to a cover 3 from a 1-high safety scheme. We can try to get our outside linebackers more in the box to really try to stop the run there. And, without bringing another defensive lineman in to bring a jumbo or heavy package. Tonight, we really want to do a great job of getting our offense rolling. We really want to do a great job of playing a more up-tempo to try to maximize the amount of plays we can get. We really want to try to sprinkle in some different things that we've been working through the course of our summer practice and our last couple weeks, and see if we can spread the football around and continue to keep our offensive line and then gain some experience for the quarterback position.
And this is our 3rd week in a row on the road. How do you, as a coach, keep these kids from being road weary?
Well, I think that we practice really hard. We try to have really tried to film practice. We do a lot of self-scouting where you focus on yourself more though than the opponents. You do a lot of correction from the film. You try to play devil's advocate as a coach. You put yourself in the other coach's shoes to really the things that, what are they seeing? What are the tendencies that we're giving away? Things that we want to add more to our offense. And so I feel like, guys like Cam Baker and Mason Hall, and then our running backs, and then, some other guys, Eli Blevins, that we can get more involved in the offense. And then, just a little bit more misdirection, at times a little bit more, the first 2 games playing against a defense like Science Hill and Mo West, where they bring a lot of outside pressure, we haven't been able to get red on the move. We've been more stationary pocket presence, trying to break the pocket, try to create some scramble plays. We want to see if we can get him on his feet. Some of Rhett's best throws are on the run, so we want to see if we can get him out on the pocket and become, a passer keep type play.
Finally, before I hand over to Stacy, what do you want to see from some of the role players tonight?
Just a mentality like a starter. When you go in, that your role is just important to play every down, like you're being evaluated. To see if we can create more depth and you find more guys that can step in on special teams. Here's the other evaluation period, Tony, you get is a lot of guys are fighting for the reps, and a lot happens in these games is you maximize each rep. I've used the thing like Zach Wallen. Zach Wallen is a safety. He's in there for Dry to give him a break. He's in there to give Luke a break. The better he does, the more opportunities he gets, the more he gets to stay out there, the more he becomes a starter type role. And so these guys may get 5 to 7 to 10 to 12 plays, but those plays the next game can increase. You go from half a dozen plays to a dozen plays to now you're getting 24 plays, and now you're on starter on multiple special teams. So we want to see those guys have a mentality like they are a starter, and when they go in, we want to see them make some plays.
Let me pick up right there where you're at. You go from playing that tremendous rivalry with Science Hill, first game, 6A school. You got Mo West, a 5A school, where you've got to get up and you're on the road. Then you think, okay, it's Granger, all right? And we pretty much had our way with Granger. Even the first year we went down there when they were supposed to be so good. You got to play them, but how do you as a coach keep the kids up and say, okay, I know it's the first week of conference play, but to keep that same intensity against Granger than you do at Science Hill?
Well, sometimes, Stacy, when you get in games like this, maybe later down the road, you're trying to maybe sometimes rest people, maybe try to, everybody bangs and bruises, and you can give some guys a little bit lesser role to make sure you're getting them ready for the playoffs. Here, we're still building for down the road. We've got a lot of guys that we need breaks. We need more consistency, more depth on the offensive line. We need more guys where they're playing both sides of the ball that, guys can sprinkle in and give them some breaks. But we're really building for down the road. There's a lot season left to play. There's big games here in 3 weeks. There's another big game in 5 weeks. And, there's a lot of season left to play, and we're still growing in a lot of ways. We know how good we are defensively, but there's still a lot of areas to grow on offense. And so the timing of the routes, how far the outside receivers can get in. You saw this first play of the game. against Mo West, we hit dry down the middle. He catches it in front of a crowd of linebackers. Our mentality is really tough right now. Our guys are giving it everything they've got on both sides of the ball. We've been relentless. The execution on offense can be better. The tight windows, if we can get that ball to dry a little bit quicker, now he's catching, he's scoring. If we can get that ball to Luke on the outside in the first window, he can catch it, he can make some plays. So we're still looking for that yak consistency at running back position to allow those guys to make plays. And then the more that we can build depth on the offensive line, obviously the better we're going to be.
You know, and one thing I've seen about this team that has been a consistent trait of every good team that you've had, this team doesn't seem to get rattled a whole lot. One interception anybody can shake off. Two, you start kind of questioning. You give up a big play, you kind of question. These guys, regardless of who you got in there, have that trait of that 2019 team, like, okay, let's play the next play. Are you seeing that?
We've talked a lot about that, Stacy, and it's good to see that resemblance. We've talked a lot about more. Just we've got assistant coach on the sideline that we've made them have an index card to just keep coaching them the coaching tips and the tips and reminders of the small detail things. Play the next play, get your eyes in the right spot, make sure you're proper in line, make sure you got the correct foot forward, correct foot back. And so, just try to communicate and connect with these guys. And then I think we've just done a better job too. A lot of times we've got this tense stuff set up with the video footage and the TV, but we're trying to make quicker corrections. We're trying to quicker adjustments to get the guys back. So our defense has done a phenomenal job creating turnovers. So, if our offensive line is watching our defense and then we get a turnover, now they're more in tune that, hey, we got to go score here. We got to go make a play here. Hey, we got to put a drive together. So just making quicker adjustments, getting them back to where they can watch the game and focus the game more into the game. Mm-hmm. In the past, a lot of times we keep those guys over there and rest them and coach them up, for as long as the defense is out there. But just getting them to feel a part of the game, have a better understanding. I think that's helped us out a lot better. Our coaches have done a great job on the defensive end. We're not giving up the big plays, if we continue to do that. But, it's also – we've got a number of starters on special teams, Stacey. You talk about it. Zeth had a tackle on punt team. He had 2 plays on kickoff coverage. That was the difference in the second half. And then also I think one of the biggest things there is we've talked about explanation marks, ending the quarter the right way, ending the half the right way, getting off to a good start. I really think that the way we have ended the second quarter and began the third quarter has really, against Science Hill, we were out on fire. Coming out of the second half, we had quarterback sacks. We made 2 plays on kickoff coverage this past week. But we're asking a lot of our guys in all 3 areas, and it's really played big for us the first 2 weeks.
And tonight, as we go into this all-important first conference game of the year, a couple injuries last week. We had Jay Bird went out, and also Mason Ball. Can you give us an update on both? Yeah,
Mason Ball was a little bit precautionary. Kudos to Andrew Blevins, stood up and played really well. He's a starter on all special teams, and then he became an impact player at defensive end there. Mason has been back practicing this week. Jay Bird took a blindside shot on a punt team. He's
a bad
shot there that it's a blind shot that they're trying to remove the game. So, he's kind of been out all week. But, it's just asking for the next guy to step up. And I thought Andrew Blevins did a great job. It's another senior guy that really did a great job there, kind of holding ground. It was just, we asked these guys to make sure that they're one play away from, stepping up there. And, thankfully, Mason's going to be back again this week with us there. But, we need guys to step up and play pivotal roles for us. Thank God what is it more? Hopefully Jay Bird is going to be ready for us in a couple weeks there, but we'll see. And we just need everybody, It's a long season, a lot of football. It's and when you play 2 really good football teams, a 5A opponent, a 6A opponent, right out the gate here, we've shown signs we got a really good team. We got something that can really be special.
Coach Whitten, as always, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this week's version of the Coach Sean Whitten Show. Coach, as always, we thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after these words from our sponsors as we have for you tonight the opening conference game of the 2023 season as your Elizabethton Cyclones travel down to Rutledge to take on the Granger County Grizzlies. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors on WBEJ Radio.
Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton Rehab and Wellness Center has been faithfully serving the Elizabethton and surrounding areas for the past 37 years. Signature Healthcare offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies tailored to meet your specific needs. It has the best wound care and respiratory programs. Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton Rehab and Wellness Center has been faithfully serving the Elizabethton and surrounding areas for the past 37 years. Signature Healthcare offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies tailored to meet your specific needs. It has the best wound care and respiratory programs in town. Their facility is clean, the face is friendly, and they strive to provide the best care to all who enter the doors. Remember, if you feel like you're sitting on the sidelines of life due to a sickness that's got you down, let Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton help you get back into your game. You're listening to Cyclone Football here on FM 107.9, AM 1240, WBEJ, Elizabethton, Tennessee. It's 7 o'clock. Sometimes we each need a little help. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment in Elizabethton has been helping our friends and neighbors for over 30 years. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment is in your home, with you on vacation, with you wherever you go, always helping to make your daily life a little easier and a little safer, because they care about you, their friends and neighbors. If you find yourself in need of medical equipment, a name you can count on is Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, 2214 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton. Now hiring. Call 547-0060.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you create happy moments. From buying your first home together to renovating an empty nest. From your first car loan to your first small business loan. We're here to help along the way so you can focus on the happy moments. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness. Learn more at www.cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is locally managed to support our first priority, Carter County, and the people who live here. A division of Bank of Tennessee, equal housing lender, NMLS number 430203.
The Merle Norman Cosmetics fall line has arrived at Merle Norman Cosmetics and Boutique downtown Elizabethton. Come in today and see the beautiful new colors Merle Norman has for fall. Ladies, schedule your makeover for the upcoming fall and winter formals now because appointments are filling up every day. And shop the summer clothing and jewelry in stock, now reduced by 30% to make room for the new fall merchandise arriving daily. Take advantage of all this and much more at Merle Norman Cosmetics and Boutique, 541 Elk Avenue in beautiful downtown Elizabethton. Jay's Corner is now open 7 days a week. With summer here, stop in at Jay's Corner, Lynn Avenue and F Street, downtown Elizabethton. Now open Sundays 11 to 4, in addition to Monday through Saturday hours of 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. Voted Reader's Choice for the best burger in town. You'll also love Jay's Barbecue, smoked wings, hot dogs, subs, salads, and more. And summertime is the best time of year for cold shakes and ice cream, especially Sundays. See the full menu on Facebook or visit eatjayscorner.com or call 547-3300. Reed's Pharmacy, your locally owned pharmacy, provides all your prescription and over-the-counter medicinal needs on West Elk Avenue across from the high school.
Better than ever. WBEJ. WBEJ, AM/FM, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
It's game time with Stacy Street and play-by-play from Tony Briggs.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to week 3 of the TSSAA 2023 season. I'm here with my tag team partner, Stacy Street, joined by the great stat man in the business, West, at Granger County High School. Stacy, it's hard to believe this is week 3 of the TSSAA, but more important, it's week 1 of conference play.
Yep. Road Warriors continue.
Yep.
From way on down 11W, 25E here all the way down to Granger County for like you said, we talked about this a little bit last week. It seems like we played them 7 times. We've been here 6 of them, I think. So a beautiful drive down here, beautiful night for football. A little it's warm in the sun, but in the shade, it's a little tinge of fall here. So it's going to be a great night for football as the Cyclones running a little bit late getting down here tonight. A little late with the bus here, so they haven't taken the field yet to warm up. But all-important first conference game of the year.
Yeah, in order to get where we want to get at the end of the year, you've got to win.
Yeah.
Win them all, and it starts right here.
Yeah, absolutely. it's two great weeks for the Cyclones. The big victory over Science Hill to open the season, and then traveling down facing a tough Morristown West team last week when we didn't play our absolute best, but showed real good grit and determination and hung in there and came away with the win in the shortened game. But these games are the ones that really count. This is what gets you playing in late October, late November, and hopefully early December.
Yeah, Coach Whitten and I was talking earlier this week. I said, as important as Science Hill win was, as important as Morristown West win was, this win right here is the most. It serves that one. It's the most important game.
Right. Well, and I like that setup at the very beginning of the year because you really get an idea where you're at when you play Science Hill the very first ball game of the year. They get stronger as the year goes along, and you hope all teams do. But it gives you a real good idea of where you're at. And after that performance, it makes us all excited for the Cyclone team this year. But this is when it really counts, when you start carrying over. And in the past, there have been teams that played up to their opponent, like the Vols used to. The Vols used to always have close games, whether they played Alabama or whether they played Northeast Louisiana Tech. You don't want a football team like that. You want one that takes care of business when they're supposed to, and you want one that rises and reaches a little deeper in those that are more difficult. And that's what we hope to see tonight from the Cyclone team.
Hopefully, young Cyclones will do it. Both teams come in. Granger comes in 1-1. Your Cyclones are 2-0 in the short season. This is our 7th meeting. It's 6-0 all time, Stacy. And here's a fact that really just was mind-boggling. In 6 games, we've outscored them 308 to 22.
Wow. That's and there was the one year we came down there when they had the monsoon rain. That was when Granger came into that game, and it was a little later in the season. They were undefeated, and then thought it was going to be a real blowout. And that may have been 2019, and they thought they were supposed to be really good, and they were, but Elizabeth was just much better. And then that was the game where it rained so hard out of nowhere that the band just sprinted off the field.
Yeah, I remember that.
But they that's in the mind of the Grizzly team too, and it should be in the mind of the Cyclones team too. So you really want to come out and look sharp from the get-go. Yeah, and that's what Coach Whitten wants every week. Some weeks he gets it. Did against Science Hill last week, not so sharp. Really through the whole first quarter. Yeah. So. You really want to do that, so they're going to have the little added challenge now. We were kind of joking before we came on the air. As late as the Cyclones were getting down here, they're going to come off the bus and take the field. So we'll kind of see how they adjust to that. But that's a 90-minute bus ride for you when you have to leave late when school lets out and they have to make the bus run. So that's good. They need a little bit of test like that. You don't want to roll into Science Hill or DB or Greenville and come off the bus. So let's see how it affects them driving down here tonight.
Yep. Sean, the records come in. Sean, last week was a 156 win with 48 losses at home, where we'll be finally in 2 weeks. We're 50-5. And overall, on our 100th season of playing football, your Cyclones are 639, 353 losses, and 26 ties overall.
Wow.
So we got about right around 22 and a half minutes till we tee it up kickoff. So let's go ahead and go back to station for this 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll continue with tonight's previews.
In this ever-changing world, personal service continues to be the #1 priority at Rainbow Realty and Auction. You can talk or visit with the sister-brother team of Judy or Dale from beginning through closing and beyond, and you can rely on them to guide you through any issues that might arise in the selling or buying of your property. Celebrating their 25th year in Elizabethton, Dale and Judy's knowledge and experience will get your property sold where others have failed. Call Rainbow Realty at 547-2800 or visit rainbowrealtytn.com. Integrity, trust, respect, and family. That's how Southern Finance has survived since 1959 in an ever-changing economy. Southern Finance specializes in small personal loans, auto loans, home and land loans, and more. Hometown lending for honest, hard-working people like you. Southern Finance welcomes less than perfect credit at the office across from the Bonnie Kate in downtown Elizabethton. To find the loan you need, call Southern Finance at 542-2165.
Hermitage Health and Rehabilitation is a newly remodeled 70-bed skilled facility in Elizabethton. With a reputable therapy team offering physical, occupational, and speech services 7 days a week, their Rehab to Home program focuses on the goal of returning residents to their home, re-energized, and with more mobility. Schedule your tour today at Hermitage Health Center, 1633 Hillview Drive, Elizabethton, 543-2571.
Carter Finance proudly. Make Dino's Restaurant, downtown Elizabethton, your regular eating place for football Friday nights. In addition to your favorite hot lasagna, spaghetti, and other Italian foods, plus hot American foods, including hamburger steak with onions and gravy, you'll also enjoy marinated ribeye steaks at Dino's any day for lunch or dinner. And on football Fridays after 4 o'clock, Dino's also offers both 10 and 16-ounce prime rib with salad inside. Get in the game. Eat every Friday night at Dino's, downtown Elizabethton, open 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday, and accepting carry-out orders. For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyl, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Granger County High School. We got about just under 20 minutes till we tee it up and kick it off. Tonight's crucial. Week 1 of conference play, Week 3 in TSAA. Go ahead and, Stacey, let's go ahead and get our picks out of the way. Last week, you smoked me again. You're 15-5 on the year, and I'm 12-8, so you got me by 3 games. So it's time for me to make up a little bit of ground right here.
Okay, let's go.
All right, we'll go ahead and start off as Pigeon Forge travels to Unicoi County.
I'm going to go with Pigeon Forge in that game.
I went with Unicoi, Homestead Unicoi on that one. The Musket Bowl, Crockett and Boone. Early, very early for them.
Very early. First time in a very long time. That's usually their last game. I think Boone looks like they're a stronger team than Crockett this year, so I'm going to go with Boone.
Well, I'm going the same way on that one. Then last week's opponent, Mo West, travels to Tennessee High.
I'm going to go with Morristown West. I think they're a pretty tough team.
We're 2 for 2 on that one. Jeff County travels to Science Hill.
I'm going to go with Science Hill in that game. Like I said, sometimes we're lucky when we get Science Hill the first game, so I'm going to go with Science Hill.
I agree with you on that one. Then Unaka, they play at home against Twin Springs, Virginia.
Who did you pick there for Junior Boy?
I went Unaka. They're almost mirrored. They
are. I'm going to go with Twin Springs. I hate to go against the Rangers, but I'm going to go with Twin Springs.
All right. Cloudland travels to Hancock County.
I'm going to go with the Highlanders in that game.
Yeah, I went with Cloudland as well. And then we got Hampton going across the mountain to Pisgah, North Carolina.
I hate to pick against the Bulldogs, but it sounds like, from what I've seen and heard and read, that that team in North Carolina is pretty tough. So I'm going to go with the Pisgah team.
We're opposite on that one. It's a little separation. And then
I'm trying to get a run of clock on you here.
I'll throw something. Easton Volunteer.
I'm going to go with East. I think that quarterback's the real deal over there, and Volunteer's really struggling this year, so I'm going to go with Sullivan East.
That's who I went with also. And then another Region 4 or Region 1 4A contest, Cherokee travels to Greenville.
I think Cherokee is struggling as much as Volunteer, so I'm going to go with the Green Devils.
And then finally, tonight's contest, Elizabethton and Granger. And when you give me your pick, go ahead and tell me what the Cyclones need to do offensively to come out of here with a vehicle or win.
Well, I'm going to go with the Cyclones tonight, and I think they're going to win big. What they need to do is take the field and be good in the first series. Just like that first game seems to dictate how the Cyclones travel through the season, that first series also plays a big part in that. They did a good job last week of overcoming 2 quick turnovers, but you don't want that to become a habit. So, they need to come out, settle down, and if they do that on offense, I think tonight you have a chance to see all of the weapons that they have. Now, we're going to be without one tonight, a big one that's out now, but, all those receivers that we have, some that we haven't seen catch as many, maybe Cam Baker tonight, maybe Jirai not only catching the ball, but also maybe running the ball some. Eli Blevins has played big so far, but you may see him more involved on the offense tonight. You got some H-backs, you got a lot of running backs in there, and maybe even somebody new at running back tonight. So I think the key to them is to start out hot, and then don't take your foot off the gas until coach tells you to take it off the gas.
Yeah, I think you're right, and I think it hinges offensively. You're talking about the running back by committee. I think it hinges on defensively because both those are your star and your wheel linebackers, starting linebackers.
Right.
They get a lot of playing time, so it's almost like the old cliche: you rob Peter to pay Paul. So what do you take them off of the offense and put more defense?
Right.
You stretch defense and put them on off. We
Right.
need that third. Either we need the 3 and 4 linebackers to step up, or we need to find a third running back to step up.
And what we're talking about is Jalen Wallen, that got hurt and on a cheap shot last week down in Morristown West, and he's questionable. Certainly not going to be here tonight. May be questionable for the rest of the season. So somebody that they were sticking in his gut, and he was turning out big yards and punishing. But as you said, what it meant was that Zeth Mullins and Caleb Holzer, who happens to be our senior spotlights tonight on the halftime show, they were getting a blow on offense and playing great on defense. So somebody's got to step up at the linebacker position so you can give them some breaks on offense.
Yeah. So we're going to have to see if we can get some linebacking core, maybe number 24 junior Landry Buckles, or also number 26 junior Billy Woodby can step up and take some reps. He's not looking for a starter, quote-unquote starter.
You just need
but
some
someone
quality plays.
5 plays here, 6 plays there. Because if you look last week, and Coach Hurley said it best, Holzer's best runs, and you said it on the air, Holzer's best runs come when he was fresh.
Yep.
He didn't play defensive series before. He ran 12-yard, 19-yard, and 12-yard. He had almost 40 yards in 3 carries.
Well, and although that's a nice breeze here tonight, it's still warm, and it's early in the season. And, I mean, an old man like me could get winded walking up these stairs coming up here, but those young kids, even as good a shape as they're in, it takes a toll, especially when you play as hard as both Zeth Mullins and Caleb Holzer do. I mean, they have no breaks. They go all out. So it's just human nature that they're going to get tired a little bit. So the more blows you can give them, the more effective they're going to be on offense.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and we got the band getting ready to honor our country. So let's go ahead and go back to the station for this 2-minute break while we honor our nation. And when we come back, we'll continue with tonight's starting lineups and tonight's preview. We'll be back after this 2-minute word from our sponsors.
A college degree is now more valuable than ever before. That's because the more education you have, the better your job prospects and the larger your paycheck. At Northeast State Community College, they offer 135 career-boosting programs and great financial aid options. With so many programs to choose from, you can start here and go anywhere. Northeast State also has flexible scheduling and campuses close to your home, helping you balance school with work and family. Apply today at northeaststate.edu/admissions. Green Tree Motors is open in a new location, 2234 West G Street, Elizabethton, specializing in good and clean cars, trucks, SUVs, motorcycles, RVs, even boats when they're available. Terry Arnold and David Sindrick invite you to stop by and see their great-looking new business facility, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9:30 to 2. Terry Arnold has been in the auto business since 1982, and David offers you 25 years of experience. Terry and David tell it like it is, so come see them at 2234 West G Street and visit the website at greentreemotorstn.com. Elizabethton High School football is brought to you by Citizens Bank. With locations throughout the Tri-Cities and Knoxville, Citizens Bank is the trusted partner to work alongside your business and family in accomplishing financial goals. As a family-owned bank founded and headquartered in Elizabethton, a big part of our success is your success. So stop by a branch or visit citizensbank24.com today and get to know the citizens in your community. Citizens Bank, member FDIC. The Jewelers Bench has been a part of Elizabethton for 23 years. John and Sherry want to thank each of you for making it possible. The Jewelers Bench offers in-house repair services such as ring sizing, rhodium plating, chain repair, pearl restringing, and much more. Shop the very wide selection of quality jewelry on the Jewelers Bench's website from the comfort of your own home at jewelersbenchtn.com and find them on Instagram and Facebook. The Jewelers Bench wishes all our area teams the best of luck in this new 2023 high school football season.
Visit Simply Elegant Bakery and Catering downtown Elizabethton for homemade baked goods and customized catering. Go Cyclones!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Granger County High School. We got about 11 and a half minutes till we tee it up and kick it off here in week 3 of tonight's crucial contest as both teams come into the conference looking for their first victory and grab a hold of first place. let's go ahead and hit tonight's starting lineups. Since we're on the road, we'll do defense. Granger comes out. They run a 3-4, so I'll go ahead and hit their front line. Come in. They got one tackle is number 62 senior Eli Quinton. The other one is number 74 junior Austin Cure, and the other one is number 85 senior Tanner Watson.
Cyclones counter on defense at tackles with number 63 Eli Guess, number 67 Landon Hughes, defensive end 44 Ben Adams, who's been playing really well this season. Mason Ball's the starter at 82. Not sure how much we might see him tonight because he tweaked his ankle a little bit hamstring last week. So look for 32 Andrew Blevins or Kyler McGovern, Xavier Small to be moved in and out of there at defensive end.
And then your four backers start with your two outside backers for Granger. You'll have number 1 sophomore Luke Davis, and then you also have number 8 senior Brody Wells, and then your two inside backers is number 15 senior Orlando Bueno, and number 25 is senior Hunter Malico.
Cyclones countering their 3 linebacker set. In the middle, you got number 28 Justice Wallen. You got number 7 Zeth Mullins. You got 24 Landry Buckles, and as we stated, look for a big dose of number 27 Caleb Holzer in there tonight, and also 28 Billy Woodby.
And then your defensive back first for Granger, you got number 3 junior Bryson Solomon. You got number 5 senior Isaiah Kyle, number 9 senior Jace Robinson, and rounding it off is number 14 sophomore Blake Bishop.
Cyclones counter in the secondary with number 4 Cam Baker at one corner. Eli Blevins, number 11 at the other. Bryson Rowland is also at one corner. You've got your free safeties, number 15 Luke Whaley and number 19 Zach Wallen. Those are your starting lineups for your teams tonight.
And those are tonight's starting lineup. We appreciate we got about 9 minutes left to go till we tee it up and kick it off. Back to our breakdown, Stacey, tonight's contest. Special teams last week, if you look, especially the kickoff, I mean, we had some great kickoffs. The coverage was a little bit not your best effort sometimes because they got, good yardage on them. We forced a turnover. We've got a pooch kickoff, but we kicked it to the 1, and they returned it to about the 35 or 40. The punch, we would run down, and we would just look at the ball. We wouldn't down it and pick it up and scoop it around and try to go to the edge. So special teams is something that can come back and get you in the long run.
And pretty good job kicking last week. It was another missed extra point, though. So you got to, things like that, you don't want them to come back and haunt you a little bit. Right, Mr. Cornhusker?
That's right. Exactly right. I said Nebraska can find a new way to lose every year. Go for 3 straight years of losing one-possession ball games. That's the way we started out. We got several shout-outs. We appreciate it. Go ahead and get a couple of them while we got them here. We got, as always, listening to us, we got Mr. Jeff Gwynn, Mr. Mike Barnett's riding around on the mower listening to us. Also, big shout-out to the fine folks down at Ford of Elizabethton and CDJR of Elizabethton. Appreciate them, what they're doing to help promote Cyclone football. We also got Randy and Tammy, Alex and Brooke, Ethan and Casey, Mr. Keith Scholes, and James Ward's listening to us, and Jim and Ann Caldwell.
And then we also got, back in Elizabethton at Ivy Hall, we got Bobby Kitchens listening to us tonight there. Always has her radio ready, and her son Jerome's with her, and also got Terry Kitchens down in upstate South Carolina listening to the Cyclones as he always does. We got Armin Ida back in Elizabethton listening to us up in Stony Creek. We've got Johnny Range and Jarfly Duggar listening to us tonight. Got Elmer Sams, Francis is listening to us. Also Kevin Sams down in Murfreesboro, former Cyclone teammate of mine, listening to us down there in the mid-state. Got Alan Goodwin in Austin. Got David and Wally listening to us back in Elizabethton. And as we go along, we'll hear more. I'm sure Steve Burroughs down in Slagle's pasture listening to him, and his brother John's up in Crowbottom listening to us, as they always do, and we certainly appreciate that.
We do appreciate it. And Miss Judy Deloach and Victor's listening to us. I also ran into Coach Lynn Duggar this morning at Chick-fil-A, and he said he'd be listening to us. We appreciate each and every one of you listen to us. Cody Meadows also, and we got several more. Wayne Hodge, Joe LaFleur, appreciate you all Listen, as we're getting close to 6 minutes and 20 seconds left. So let's go ahead and go back to the station for this final break before we tee it up and kick it off. We'll be back after this 2-minute break with your coin flip and your opening kickoff. We'll be back after this 2-minute word from our sponsors.
The original Ridgewood Barbecue is still owned and operated by the Profit family, inviting you to stop in for what is still the best barbecue in the Tri-Cities since 1948. Ridgewood offers barbecue pork and barbecue beef, plus many more items, so be sure to look at the whole menu. Ridgewood fries are made from genuine Idaho potatoes, and only the Ridgewood offers Mrs. Profit's original baked beans. Drive in any day except Sundays and major holidays to the Ridgewood, Old Highway 980 at Bluff City, just 6 miles north of Elizabethton. Call 538-7543 for carry-out orders. Now you can buy beautiful, fresh floral arrangements for any occasion at the Wildwood Flower Company, downtown Elizabethton. Nikki Stout is the owner of Wildwood Flower Company, which features a wide selection of fresh-cut flowers and floral arrangements, plants, gifts, and more. Whatever your everyday flower need is, including weddings, funerals, birthdays, and more, depend on the Wildwood Flower Company, 604 Elk Avenue, downtown Elizabethton. Open Tuesday through Saturday. Learn more about the Wildwood Flower Company by visiting Facebook and Instagram. Home loans, construction, auto, and personal loans are available now at Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank in Elizabethton, Johnson City, and in Mountain City. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank is your hometown independent community bank since 1937, also offering business, checking, certificates, IRAs, and both mobile and online banking. Stop by Elizabethton Federal's offices in Elizabethton, Johnson City, or Mountain City for more information. Apply for a mortgage or account online at elizfed.com. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC. What began as a vision for a young nurse is now a heritage for over 4 generations at Ivy Hall. With a 5-star rating by Medicaid Medicare, residents at Ivy Hall receive the best physical, speech, and occupational therapy in the area, and now respiratory therapy services are offered on staff too, all in a new state-of-the-art facility. Physician and nursing services to aid the healing process are also provided. All insurance is accepted at Ivy Hall, now hiring at 301 South Watauga Avenue, Elizabethton, and online at ivyhallnursinghome.com. Offering quality furniture, appliances, and bedding for the entire home since 1936. Shop locally at Richie's Furniture and Sleep Shop, downtown Elizabethton.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Granger County High School. We got about just under 4 minutes to go till we tee it up and kick it off. And looking at for the captains, we'll go ahead and hit the captain station. We'll go ahead and give you roster. All right. First for the Grizzlies, we'll have number 8, Wales, number 25, Malacott, and also number 55, flip it over, is Edwards, are your 3 captains, and also number 85, Watson.
Granger comes out in the all-blue football pants, shoulder pads, jerseys, helmets are white. Cyclones are across a little bit different tonight. They've got on the white jerseys with the black pants. You've got number 15, Luke Whaley. Is that 33?
Yeah.
33, Mason Hall. You've got number 58. That is Andrew White, senior. And finally, 79? 70. Number 70, Hunter Franklin. Those are your captains for your Cyclones.
And also another big shout-out to David and Jennifer Martin, who are at the lake listening to you, with Kurt and Melinda Gentry. We appreciate each and every one of you listening to us tonight as we're getting ready for the captains to go out. Stacey,
you got a couple more here. You got John. We got Gary Elliott, Coach Gary Elliott's listening back in Elizabeth. We got Coach Jim Crow listening to us every week, and we certainly do appreciate them. Go ahead.
I was going to say tonight, it's all important is the tempo is going to be set. You look for the Cyclones to come out, looking to prove a point, looking to try to maybe get Rhett going. It seems like when Rhett gets going is when Rhett starts running the ball early and gets that contact. It seems like it sort of calms him down and gives him calms his nerves a little bit, I guess.
Right. And, we talked about it a little bit on the Coach Whitten show before we came on the air tonight with him. Rhett did a good job of shaking off those 2 interceptions and playing stronger as the game went along. But you're right. It's what we've been talking about all along, how you start.
Yeah.
And you don't want to, if you don't score on that first series, you want to drive the ball and kind of get a feel for the game. and really be in it. So
Granger won the toss, and they've elected to receive, and they'll be going from left to right. As you're listening to us at home, we appreciate each and every one of you listening to us, tuning in as Cyclones come running onto the field. As Stacey, we actually got a pretty decent crowd for across the way for the amount of traffic trip that we had.
Holiday weekend.
Yep.
Cyclone faithful always travel really well. Got them over there tonight. They're in the sun for a little bit until it goes down, and then it should be a really, really nice night for football.
Yeah, it's probably 3/4 full on the Cyclones, and probably looks about equal. As always, I almost outnumber the home team. We appreciate each and every one. We got one more conference road game next week,
right.
And then finally we go to the sweet confines of Citizen Bank Stadium for one game.
I forget what it looks like here.
We get sit down for a second, and then get up and move again for 2 straight weeks, and then we're home. So we appreciate each and every one join us each week. Keep up with us at Cyclone Touchdown Club Facebook page for upcoming events, as we're doing different things this coming year to honor our 100th season of Cyclone football.
And, should be until we go to DB. All our games are going to be on at 7:30.
Correct.
And until they change it, they get it wrong in the paper sometimes. So, we're a 7:30 team. Only those 6A teams elected to go at 7 o'clock kickoff. So we may have that over at Dobbins Bennett, but hopefully the rest of them will be 7:30 kickoffs.
Yeah, until we start the playoffs. Back
Correct.
deep for the Grizzlies, you've got number 5, Kyle, and number 9, Robinson.
We got our kickoff tonight brought to you, as always, by Stouts Riverside Auto. We're going to start with Farmer John's Produce on Elk Avenue, fresh fruit, vegetables, and seasonal decorations. Rob says, now featuring Granger tomatoes.
It's a high-spinning kick. It's going to hit, and it's going to take a Cyclone bound at the 10. It's going to be picked up by Kyle. He's across the 15 to 20, 25. He's going to be tackled right at the 26-yard line. Stacey, that was dangerously close to us recovering.
Yep. They realize those kickoffs are live. They don't get it every time, so good job by the Cyclones. Had a number of players down there, led by 28, Justice Wallen. Starting linebacker in there making tackles on the special team. So Cyclones come out and they're 4-3.
Granger muddle huddles, and they got twins right, single receiver left, H-back to the left, tight end or running back to the right side, quarterback right side. He's going to take it over the right. He's going to try to cut back against the grain. He's going to be tackled by about 9 Cyclones. You got Andrew Blevins, you got Wallen, Justice, you got 63, I guess, and Mason Ball.
A little bit change up there. Blevins starting on the right side, Mason Ball starting here on the left side, so he is playing. Good job by the Cyclones. They're going to give him a generous 1, so we'll say it's 2nd down and 9 here to go on the opening series of the ball game.
As traditional, they're going to huddle and slow the game down. That's the way the Granger Grizzlies play. They come out and they're going to have trips left, H-back left. The running back's lined up to the right side of the quarterback, Davis. He's in shotgun formation. Snaps, he's going to give it to the tailback. Tailback's going to try over the left side, and he's going to be hit. And he's going to be tackled by Eli Guess. And also you had number Andrew Blevins, number 32 in there. And also, Stacey, on the backside, you got Landry Buckles starting for Hosier.
Yep, you do kind of get idea. Going to let Hosier run the ball here first because you got Zeth out there. Out here at an outside linebacker slot playing here. So good job by that Cyclone defense. They're going to say no gain on that, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9 with 10:35 to go here in your first quarter on the opening series for the Grangers.
And also another starter,
Granger.
Baker's out here starting for Bryson Rowland at corner. You got double H-back, single receiver left, twins right. Quarterback's rolling out to his right or left. He's rolling. He's going to throw, and it's going to be picked in and out of the hands of Jirai. Oh, he had it. He had it. Pick 6.
You could kind of see it coming. You wasn't sure which one was going to get there first. Jirai had it in and out of his hands, but it's an incomplete pass as it falls harmlessly to the ground to bring up 4th down and 7 for the Grizzlies with 10:16 to go here in the first period. Cyclones are going to get this on their first series on offense tonight.
Back deep for your Cyclones, you got Griffin and Whaley standing about their 45 and 40 respectively, waiting on the punt from the Grizzlies. No play clock, so we'll have to Just watch the back, Judge. Snaps back, slow. Left footer. He gets it off, and it's going to be caught by Gerard. No fair catch, and we're lucky on that one. I thought he's fair caught it with the Grizzly defender.
Well, I thought he was going to fair catch it, and I thought the Cyclone on that side he let up a little bit. We got Robbie Fritz giving us updates on Hampton's games tonight. 9:24 to go in the first. Pisgah had a 29-yard touchdown pass. So Pisgah, North Carolina's up 7-0 on the Bulldogs.
As the Cyclones break the huddle from the sideline, they're going to come out, and Holzer's your tailback, Slagle's your quarterback. You're going to have Trips right, single receiver to the left. Holzer's lined up to the right side of Slagle. Slagle in shotgun formation, back to pass, going to throw a bubble screen to Gerard. Gerard gets it. He makes a move across 50 into 45, down inside the Granger territory, down to the 43-yard line. That's enough for a select 7 first down. What a wrinkle.
Yep, what a wrinkle. You know, it looked like it wasn't a true bubble there. He sort of did a little slant bubble on that and was able to get it. And that's exactly where you want Gerard at. You want him out there making moves in the open field.
Cyclones hurry to the line, and it's going to be a sprint draw to Holzer. Holzer lowers his shoulder, starts 45-40, 35-30, still on his feet, lowers his shoulder down inside the 25. He's going to be tackled right up to 23, enough for another select 7 first down for the Cyclones. Good run.
Good and fresh, too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I tell you what, he came through there. Most importantly, near the end of that, he had both hands around that football to protect it. All the way down to the 24-yard line of the Grizzlies with 9:34 to go here in your ball game. Your Bojangles score of the game is 0-0, but the Cyclones are driving.
This time, Trips to the right, or Twins right, H-back right. Holzer lined up to the right side, single receiver to the left. They'll run a counter with Holzer. Holzer backs it outside. It's across 15, 20, 10, 5, down inside the 5-yard line, down to about the 3-yard line. First and goal, Cyclones in the orange zone. Another great run. Another first and 10, or select 7 first and 10.
Holzer, and these runs he's getting straight up the middle, Tony. So Cyclones going with the heavy here.
I think they thought they scored, and they sent Will Bowers in for the extra point and was about 3 yards short. So.
Okay. Well, nothing like being optimistic.
That's right. They
were ready. It's going to be first and goal for the Cyclones. 8:57 to go in your first quarter. First and goal from the 4-yard line.
Double H back. This time Holzer gets. He bounces off the right.
Give him the reward.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Holzer. All Holzer down there.
Yep. Give him the reward for getting him down there. So with 8:49 to go, your Bojangles score of the game is now Cyclone 6, Granger County 0 on the Caleb Holzer series right there, except for the one pass to Gerard. So good job by the Cyclones. That's the way you want to start as Will Bowers comes out to attempt the extra point.
With the snap from Mullins and the hold from Whaley. Waiting on the snap. Good snap down, up, and it is good. So with 8:49 left to go, your Bojangles score. Cyclones are up 7-0. We'll be back after this 60-second word from our sponsor.
Don't throw your money out the window when it's hot outside.
Yeah, you need to call Advanced Heat Pump Systems. They can make sure your air conditioning is doing its best.
And be sure to ask how you can get up to a $2,000 tax credit when you install a new heat pump system. Financing is available too.
Your home will be so comfortable, and you'll save money.
Call Advanced Heat Pump Systems for a free quote at 926-2665.
The Rocky Top Garage Door Showroom is located at 401 Hatcher Lane, Elizabethton. Owner Mitch Parlier has provided sales, service, and installation of garage doors for over 30 years, and Rocky Top Garage Doors is Elizabethton's Amar Lincoln door and Linear and LiftMaster door opener dealer. Tell them what to do if their garage door breaks, Lexi.
Call my papa at Rocky Top Garage Door, 518-1516.
That's Rocky Top Garage Doors, your automatic garage door dealer. Learn more online at rockytopgaragedoor.com.
Visit the Coffee Company in downtown Elizabethton for handcrafted coffee drinks, sandwiches, and salads. Go Cyclones!
Better than ever, country. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Granger Stadium as the Cyclones are up 7-0. Campbell just kicked off a pretty decent return by the Grizzlies. They're going to start at first and 10 on their own 29-yard line. That kickoff brought to you by Stouts Riverside Auto. His shout-out this time is to Campbell Guttering, big and small. Craig and the boys hang it all. Call Campbell Guttering. Cyclones up 7-0 with 8:40 to go here. They come out on their second series on defense. Looks like we've got little bit of different here.
Yep.
Get a little blow for some of the players.
Yep. Twins right now going jet motion from left to right, and they're going to try with the corner tailback counter. He's across the right side. He's going to be hit by Landry Buckles. And then also number 44, Ben Adams, and number 28, Justice Waller.
Cyclones did a good job there. The line's just absolutely, and Holzer had those runs, but those runs were huge up the middle because the line were just blowing the Granger defensive lineman off the ball here. It looks like the Cyclone defensive line is having the same success so far.
Pick up a 3. You got trips left, tailback to the left side, quarterback will go bubble screen, drops down, throws it, and Zach Wallen comes up, breaks down, and misses the tackle, and he's going to be tackled by number 11, Eli Blevins. They're going to give him, see where they mark, it's going to be close to a first down.
Just short, it looks like.
I believe they're going to say he's got it. So that is going to be enough for a first down for the Grizzlies. Safety come up, broke down, a little bit out of control when he broke down.
A little bit out of control, did a little juke move and got by him just enough for the first down. That's not a first down more than a couple of inches. So 7:59 to go here in your first period. Cyclones leading 7-0. Grizzlies have it at 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line.
Single left, H-back, Twins right. This is going to be a toss out to the tailback. Tailback's going to look going out wide right, and he's going to be hit by Justice Wallen, number 28, playing middle linebacker, and also number 13, Bryson Rowland.
He had the pitch man, followed him right where he's supposed to. Did a good job right there. They were able to get, looks like they're going to give him about 4 yards, 5.
Yeah, almost 5.
Almost 5, so.
We'll bring up second down to 5. It's
a weird-looking pitch, a little one-handed pitch, and the quarterback was running with the back. So.
Yeah, it was more of an underhand pitch instead of an option-style pitch. Break the huddle. They're going to have H-back, trips right, tailback to the right, quarterback shotgun formation. Quarterback going to drop down, throw sidearm in and out. He wanted to run before he had the ball there.
Or he was looking for somebody to lay a pop on him. So.
Or he heard Landry coming.
So it brings up 3rd down and 5. Ball still on the 44-yard line. Stops the clock at 7:12 to go in the first quarter. Robbie Fritz sends an update. 6:11 to go in the first. Pisgah just threw another 21-yard touchdown. They're up 14-0.
Granger's looking over getting the play. They're still going to have trips left. H-back trips right, H-back right. Tailback lined up to the left side or the wide side of the field of the quarterback. Quarterback, he's going to try to throw
two pulling guard
tackle, and he's going to be
no difference.
No.
Landry Buckles blew it up.
Yep, it did a good job blowing it up for no gain, so it's going to bring up a 4th and 5 for the Grizzlies.
He took on 2 blockers. They pulled the tackle and the guard that time, and Buckles split them too, and right between those 2 pulling linemen was the back, and he was able to get him down. So absolutely no gain. Brings up 4th down and 5 from the 44. So Granger comes out to punt.
Cyclones are very confused. They don't know whether to play punt safe or the punt returns will running the defense off.
Is that the same punter they had?
Yeah, same punter, left-footed punter. See if we can get one here waiting. Got Whaley and Dry standing back about their own 20. Low snap ball.
Get him,
West. Getting Landry. Landry goes through this time. Gets him, slams him down for a huge loss. Cyclones will take over 1st and 10 from about the 20-yard line. Landry just shot out like a rocket.
Somebody got him on the sidelines, probably Terrence Turner, and said, don't let up the next time. Go get it. This time he was full bore, and maybe that caused the punter to fumble the snap, but it goes all the way back to the to the Granger 20-yard line where the Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. 6:16 to go, already leading 7-0 here in the first period. Big play on special teams, good play by defense, good first series for the Cyclones on offense. Let's see what they dial up this time.
Cyclones break the huddle from the sideline. You're going to have single receiver left, Holzer your tailback left, tight end, Twins to the right. Slagle will hand it to Holzer. Holzer's going to dance. He's going to be hit and tackled just inside the 20, down about the 19, a gain of 1 yard. Safety come flying up through that time, Stacy.
Yep. That's actually this backside linebacker came through there. He wasn't touched, so Holzer cut in there, and he read that. He stayed at home, so they're going to give him a generous 1 yard. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 from the 19 of the Grizzlies.
Trips right, single receiver left. Back pass, going to run, shovel pass to Cam. Cam gets it. He's down inside the 20.
Get by him. Good.
Inside the 10, lowers his shoulder inside the 5, and he's going to toe tap, and they're going to mark him out of bounds right about the 2-yard line. Nice little wrinkle. It's another select 7, first down. First and goal, Cyclones at the 2 inside the orange zone.
Receivers on this side did a good job of chipping.
Yep.
Whaley did a good job. He got past him, but Baker had enough speed to get around, takes it down the sidelines, and just bumps him out at the 2. So select 7, first down for the Cyclones to make it first and goal from the 2.
Balance formation, Holzer's good, and he's going to lower his shoulder spin. Go into the end zone, give him 6. Yes, sir. Touchdown, Cyclones.
5:19 to go here in the first period. Bojangles score the game 13-0. Cyclones as Bowers comes on to attempt the extra point. Excellent execution by the Cyclones there.
Good execution, and the play that set it up was Baker. It was a sprint out to the right and a shovel pass as Baker was coming back across the field to the left to the short side of the field. Good setup.
Good setup, good backside blocking, as you said, by Luke Whaley.
Waiting on the snap from Mullins and the hold from there mentioned Whaley. The ball's up, kick is up, and it is good. So with 5:19 left to go here in your first quarter, your new score, Cyclones up 14-0. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that's lower, check with the Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
Pass it on, it's a tradition. Pass it on.
Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton Rehab and Wellness Center has been faithfully serving the Elizabethton and surrounding areas for the past 37 years. Signature Healthcare offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies tailored to meet your specific needs. It has the best wound care and respiratory programs in town. Their facility is clean, the face is friendly, and they strive to provide the best care to all who enter the doors. Remember, if you feel like you're sitting on the sidelines of life due to a sickness that's got you down, let Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton help you get back into your game. Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale Cherokee Drive behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this holiday season.
WBEJ.
Granger fields the kickoff right at the 10. He's across 15 to 20. 25 still on his feet. He's battling, and he's pushed back to the 20-yard line, but they're going to mark forward progress down at the 27 where the Granger Grizzlies will take over first and 10.
That kickoff brought to you by Stouts Riverside Auto. Shout out this time to Barker's Drive-Thru, hamburger salads, and more. Rob says check out their strawberry cake. Stouts Riverside Auto, thank you for sponsoring our kickoffs. As we have 5:09 to go here in the first quarter, Cyclones up in your Bojangles score the game 14-0 as the Granger Grizzlies come out for their third series on offense.
Yep, got a new outside linebacker, number 26, the Billy Woodby, who we mentioned earlier, and Landry Buckles are playing year 2 outside linebackers, your Sam and your Will. Grizzlies have got trips to the left, H-back tight to the right, and they're going to try the tailback going over the left side.
No, sir.
He's going to be hit by number 63, Eli Guess, and they're going to lose. They're going to say he only lost 1, but that's a generous 1 yard.
Well, looks like he was a steer wrestler there. He just picked him up and threw him down. Great job by Guess, just blowing by his blocker. He's on the backside there, comes across. The guy pulled. He did exactly what he's supposed to do, and he was rewarded with the running back sitting there all alone. So solo tackle by Guess, great job. Brings up second down and 11 for the Grizzlies with 4:35 to go in the first quarter.
Trips left, H-back left, tight or receiver or running back to the right side of the quarterback. High snap, we'll throw a bubble screen out here, and this time Wallen comes up, breaks down, and makes a good tackle for no gain. So it's going to bring up third down and 11. That time, Stacy, he was under control.
Yep. Excellent open field tackle by Wallen. Good coverage by the cornerbacks there. You had both. You had Wallen. You had Eli Blevins in there at that time. You got Cam Baker over there right now, but did a good job on that little bubble. Quarterback's got a kind of a weird throwing motion. It's kind of almost a sidearm type. So brings up third down and 11 for the Grizzlies with 3:50 to go. Cyclones leading 14-0. They look a little confused, Tony, the Grizzlies do.
Yeah, they do. Single receiver, H-back left, twins right, and they're going to throw back. He's looking, throw, and the ball's hit.
Blocked.
And it's going to be picked off by Landry. Landry at the 15. He's at the 10. 5, 6. Give him 6. Touchdown.
27 yards.
7-yard interception return.
Yep. And it's all started because the line just absolutely crushed in there on the quarterback.
Mason Ball
come in there, and that ball was just a wounded duck. Buckles picks it up out of the air, outruns the final. Grizzlies had a chance to stop him, and the result's going to be, did you say 27? 27-yard pick six for the senior Landry Buckles, the state champion discus thrower. Gets a touchdown. So as Bowers comes on to attempt the extra point to make it 21-0, 3:30 to go here in the first quarter.
Waiting on the snap and the hold, and it's a good snap. Holds down, kick is up, and it is good. So with 3:30 left to go here in the first quarter, your new score, Cyclones up 21-0. We'll be back after this 30-second word from our sponsor.
There's more services than you can imagine at TLC Massage, 922 West G Street, Elizabethton. Owner Taylor Arnold has been a massage therapist for nearly 10 years and with her staff offers massages for relaxation and better health like cryotherapy to reduce inflammation. Lymphatic massage reduces swelling, helps rejuvenate, and removes toxins. Ask about Graston techniques to sugar scrubs, aesthetics, microderms, and more, which you'll also find online at tlcmassagetn.com. TLC Massage, 922 West G Street. Everybody needs a little TLC.
Visit Simply Elegant Bakery and Catering, downtown Elizabethton, for homemade baked goods and customized catering. Go Cyclones!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Granger County High School, where Caleb Campbell's teamed up right about the 40-yard line, waiting the kickoff as the referee to blow it in. Got the
Stouts Riverside Auto. We'll let them sponsor it. I don't have a new one from Rob. He may have run out of friends here already. 12 Cyclones up 21-0. So we'll let this one be from Stouts Riverside Autos, this kickoff, as your Cyclones are up 21-0 with 3:30 to go in the first quarter.
We're waiting on the kick, but the two Grizzlies are standing back inside their own 10. Can't really get the number. It looks like Williams is one of them, number 2, and Campbell at the approach, and this time he gets his foot into it. It's going to go pin him back inside the 1. He's crossed the 10, tries to go outside, got the block, and he's crossed the 20. Be tackled by Zeth Mullins right at the 21-yard line, where the Grizzlies will take over, 1st and 10, trailing your Cyclone by a score of 21-0.
You know, I don't know how many tackles or fumbles caused by or fumbles recovered by Zeth Mullins here already this year. Just an outstanding player, but also really, really important to have that starter on special teams.
Well, his motor never stopped. Yep. The Grizzlies break the huddle. You're going to have tight end, H-back left, twins left, pistol formation. This time we're going to try tailback's going to try over the left side, and that don't work either. It's 67 Landon Hughes and also 82 Mason Ball just went down the line with a mission.
Landon Hughes drove his man completely back there. That's what knocked down the ball carrier, was the guy trying to block Landon Hughes. And Mason Ball comes in and just kind of mops it up. Makes 2nd down and 10, so he gets no gain whatsoever. With 2:55 to go here in the first quarter, your Cyclones are up, and your Bojangles score the game 21-0.
Same formation for the Grizzlies. Quarterback snap, and this time he's going to try it over and tried to pull this time, and let's see, who was that? 26, Billy Wood, be coming on the backside and made a great tackle from behind along with Eli Guess.
Good job by the Cyclones on defense. They're just manhandling them up front, Tom. Yep. They're manhandling them, and that time you saw the benefit of that. The linebacker should be free to make the tackle, and they're going to give him no gain on that, so it's going to bring up, actually he lost.
Yep.
It'll be 3rd down and 12. We'll call it 3rd down and 12 with 2:09 to go here. Grizzlies break the huddle.
Same formation for the Grizzlies. H-back, tight end left to the wide side of the field. Tailback to the left side of the quarterback. Quarterback this time he's rolling left. Mason Ball's giving toe. Mason's running. He's going to be hit, and it's going to be picked. No. Oh, we had 2 of them fighting. We could have had it.
Jeriah Griffin breaks up pass to Cam Baker. Had 2 Cyclones, the only one around, and again, that quarterback just took a shot. He got the ball off that time, but he had an exposed rib right there, and they laid a helmet on it. So
that was Andrew Blevins made a tackle, a shot along with Mason.
Brings up 4th down and 12 for the Grizzlies. 1:50 to go here in the first quarter. Cyclones going to get the ball back yet again.
Looks like we got a new punter out there, Stacy. Yep, we got a new punter. So Jeriah and Whaley standing back about midfield. Gets it off, and this time Landry gets it on. It's a slow spinning kick, and Jeriah gets it at 46. He's going to the right side across the 40, 35, 30. Juke side, he's inside the 25, lowers his shoulder, still on his feet, and he's going down inside the 10-yard line. They're going to mark him right out to 12 as he delivered a shot.
You saw the speed and power right there. He had a full head of steam. That guy came up and just thought they were going to knock him out of bounds, and he just bowled him over. And the result's going to be the Cyclones are going to have it first and goal just out, or first and 10, just outside of the 10-yard line. Got Larry Treadway listening to us tonight, giving us an update. Sullivan East is up 14-0 over Volunteer.
Cyclones break the huddle from the sideline.
34-yard return by Jeriah Griffith there, and a lot of that he got on his own.
Yes, he did. He outran. You got tight end right, tight end left, twins left to the wide side of the field. Mullins, you tailback. He'll go from Mullins to the left. Mullins lowers his shoulder, still driving his feet down inside the 5, still going. He's going to push down. He's going to be tackled right at the 5-yard line. Pick up a 7. Nice run. Going to be second down to 3 as they're hurrying to the line. Coach has got him hurried to the line. He liked the play, so see what he runs this time. Looks like the same thing. This time Mullins will lower his shoulder, giving 6. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Straight up, straight dive right up the gut, Tony.
And we got a flag. Late flag come in. So we got a little bit of pushing.
Little chippiness after the things here. Cyclones are going to have to see that whistle blows, be done with it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to negate the touchdown, but let's see if it comes after. If the play stands, it's 27-0 with 1:05 to go here in the first period for the Cyclones.
It's going to be a dead ball, personal foul against Granger.
So do that on the kickoff.
It'll be assessed on the kickoff.
So Bowers comes out to attempt yet another extra point here in the first quarter to try to put the Cyclones up 28-0. Just after that big kickoff, just 2 straight handoffs to Zeth Mullins. Holzer's running partner gets his own score here in the ball game. So you like to see that.
Yep, both of them look fresh as me and Stacy look like we know what we're talking about. We're talking about the 2 outside linebackers need to step
No, we
up.
don't. No, we
look
don't.
like it.
Get lucky.
Yeah, and the kick for Bowers is up, and it's good. So with 1:05 left to go here in the first quarter, your new score, Cyclones 28, Grizzlies 0. We'll be back.
The only thing we look like is we have a good face for radio.
Amen to that. I'll second that every day. We'll be back after this 30-second word from our sponsors.
Better than ever country. WBEJ AM/FM. Elizabethton, Tennessee.
Sometimes we each need a little help. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment in Elizabethton has been helping our friends and neighbors for over 30 years. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment is in your home, with you on vacation, with you wherever you go, always helping to make your daily life a little easier and a little safer, because they care about you, their friends and neighbors. If you find yourself in need of medical equipment, a name you can count on is Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, 2214 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton. Now hiring. Call 547-0060. Reed's Pharmacy, your locally owned pharmacy, provides all your prescription and over-the-counter medicinal needs on West Elk Avenue across from the high school.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Granger County, where your Cyclones have gone up 28-0 with 1:05 to go, as the officials are marking off that 15-yard personal foul against Granger on this kickoff, and this kickoff is going to be brought to you by Stouts Riverside Auto. He must have woken up or caught up with us. His shout-out this time is to Austin Ayers at Southern Pros Lawn Care, reliable and dependable, providing mowing, weeding, mulching, and other outdoor services. He must have paid him more money than Steve Burrow did this week. I don't know.
Yep. So what we'll go with Campbell getting ready to kick off from the Grizzlies 45, and it's a high spinning pooch kick. That's going to be fair caught at the 13-yard line for Grangers to take over first and 10. It's a good play.
That's a good play, better than a kickoff through the end zone.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you never know when it might be dropped.
So with 1:04 to go, Cyclones up big, 28-0, as the Granger Grizzlies come out. Tony, they just can't seem to get anything going on offense, and part of it's because just the absolute tremendous pressure that defensive line is giving the Cyclones up front.
Yeah, you got the defensive line for the Cyclones is just having their way right now against this Grizzly, and you still got your 2 backers are still, or your 3 backers is Woodby and Justice, and looks like Holzer's out there now getting him a little spell. Hand off to the tailback. Tailback's going to try over the left side. Eli Guess stands him straight up, takes on the block, stands him up, and he's going to lose 2 yards.
Eli Getz is going to take a handoff here in just a minute. He's back there so quick. So we're under a minute to go, down to about 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's going to bring up second down. They're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. I don't think so.
I don't know how they did that.
We'll let them have that. Update from Robbie Fritz into first quarter. Pisgah, North Carolina 14, Hampton Bulldogs 0.
As Granger's going to break the huddle, they're going to have tight end, H-back left, twins left, tailbacks lined up to the right side of the quarterback. Quarterback looking in shotgun formation, snaps his hand, gets it, and they're going to call Ben. Ben was just a little bit anxious on that one, so it's going to be a 5-yard offside against the Cyclones, so it's going to bring up second down and 5 for the Grizzlies right at the 20-yard line.
Can't get back in high school. You go across, it's done. So that clock, they may take us down to the end of the first quarter. It doesn't look like Granger's in any hurry to run another offensive play here, and it is.
Oh, no, they're breaking the huddle. Now they're going to say, no, let's call it. So that's going to do it for the end of one. Your score, Cyclones 28, Granger 0. We'll be back after this 60-second word from our sponsors.
In this ever-changing world, personal service continues to be the #1 priority at Rainbow Realty and Auction. You can talk or visit with the sister-brother team of Judy or Dale from beginning through closing and beyond, and you can rely on them to guide you through any issues that might arise in the selling or buying of your property. Celebrating their 25th year in Elizabethton, Dale and Judy's knowledge and experience will get your property sold where others have failed. Call Rainbow Realty at 547-2800 or visit rainbowrealtytn.com. The original Ridgewood Barbecue is still owned and operated by the Profit family, inviting you to stop in for what is still the best barbecue in the Tri-Cities since 1948. Ridgewood offers barbecue pork and barbecue beef, plus many more items, so be sure to look at the whole menu. Ridgewood fries are made from genuine Idaho potatoes, and only the Ridgewood offers Mrs. Profit's original baked beans. Drive in any day except Sundays and major holidays to the Ridgewood, Old Highway 980 at Bluff City, just 6 miles north of Elizabethton. Call 538-7543 for carry-out orders. For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyls, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back as we start the second quarter. Where Granger will have it 2nd and 5 from their own 20. Stacey just got a message from Jamie and Jules Roberts. They're on their way to Concord to watch Jake play. And that reminds us, let's wish all the former Cyclone players who are going to play tomorrow as their opening week of college football. Wish them all the best of luck, and once a Cyclone, always a Cyclone.
And they carry on that tradition well.
They do. They carry it on, whether you be playing Alabama or you be playing at home, wherever you may be playing. We appreciate and support each and every one.
2nd down and 5 for the Grizzlies here to start the second period.
We'll throw a bubble screen out here, and this time Jesse Whitehead gets it. He's going to make a tackle, and he's going to drive him back as he just grabbed him by one arm and prevent him running and come up with Holzer making the tackle. Jesse Whitehead's another senior that we hadn't seen much, just on special teams.
Yep, we're going to see him right here, though. Good play that time to stop it. They're going to give him a pickup of 4 before he's driven out of bounds. Going to bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Grizzlies.
And we also got Alex Riddle in, playing one of your corners. You got new corners, Alex Riddle. Safety is number 6, Jesse Whitehead. Get some fresh faces in there. We'll get them to you as quick as we can.
3rd down and 6. Ball's on the just shy of the 20-yard line of the Grizzlies with 11:15 to go here in the second period.
Jet motion from left to right. Quarterback's rolling out to his left. He's rolling. He's in trouble. He's going to dump it down. It was one of them hurry hot potato get it away because he felt ball coming. He's going to fall harmlessly incomplete. He's going to bring up a 4th down and 6 for the Grizzlies. They're going to bring on the punting unit as the punter comes on limping.
I would probably worn out. He's punted so much already.
Yeah, they had the other punter and it went through his hands, so they're going to try this.
This guy's limping, so Larry Treadway just gave us an update. Boone's up 35-0 over Crockett already.
Wow.
And they won't let up in the Musket.
No, they will not. No. Whaley and Gerard standing about right at midfield, waiting on the punt from the Grizzlies snap. And it gets through his hand.
Get away.
Peter.
Yep.
The ball's going to land at 25 and fall at the 30. Stacey caught that with his knees.
He caught it with his knees, picked it up, and kicked it straight up in the air. Got about a 3-yard bounce for the Grizzlies, but the Cyclones are going to have it 1st and 10 from the 31 yard line of the Grizzlies, already up. Your Bojangles score of the game 28-0. Bojangles, what's the special?
Two sausage biscuits for $5.
Two sausage biscuits for $5. And they're going to get their money's worth tonight with
Yes,
the Bojangles score 28-0 as Cyclones come out. We got a new quarterback in, Tony.
Yep, we got a new quarterback, sophomore, number 17, Justin Whitehead. And we also got several new linemen. We'll get a hold of them. You know, running back is Zeth. Well, Zeth's going to get a play fake. They'll throw it out here to Cam. Cam falls down, or after he had a big game, but he just lost his footing.
Yep.
You also got number 70 playing one of the guards is Hunter Franklin. You also got number 58, senior
Andrew
White playing left tackle. And Jesse Whitehead is, as I said, he's a sophomore quarterback. So they're going to have double tight ends, twins right, Mullins to the left. And this time, nice play fake by Jesse. Jesse rolling out to his left. He throws to Whaley. Whaley gets it. The flag comes down. It's going to come back. Stacey, they're probably going to call a hold in that area.
Man, he turned around there. What a play fake. Put that ball right on his hip.
Yep.
Good pass, but looks like he may have a hold here.
Yeah, it's thrown by the umpire right at the line of scrimmage. So we'll see if they pick it up.
Good
I
pass
was going to say an eligible receiver downfield. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. So we're going to redo second down. So we'll bring up second down and 14 from right at the 35-yard line.
Eli Blevins coming back in for the Cyclones. Got to get somebody out.
As Eli, and then we got a timeout.
Timeout's a little mix up the personnel there. Coach Whitten want to do something else. We'll send it back to the station for a quick 30-second timeout. Before we do, 10:04 to go before halftime. Cyclones up big, 28-0.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you create happy moments. From buying your first home together to renovating an empty nest. From your first car loan to your first small business loan. We're here to help along the way so you can focus on the happy moments. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness. Learn more at www.cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is locally managed to support our first priority, Carter County, and the people who live here. A division of Bank of Tennessee, equal housing lender, NMLS number 430203.
Visit the Coffee Company in downtown Elizabethton for handcrafted coffee drinks, sandwiches, and salads. Go Cyclones!
Better than ever country. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here as we start coming off the timeout. Stacey, we got a couple of scores of interest.
Yep, got Johnson County up 6-0 over Claiborne County.
As you mentioned, Boone 35-0 over Crockett.
Southern up 18-8 over Hancock County.
Tennessee High 14, Mo West 13.
Jeff County 6-0 over Science Hill.
We'll get some more play fake from Jesse.
Nice
Jesse
play fake.
Got a deep ball in. That's going to be pass interference. He mugged Luke Whaley. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that Whitehead kid can put a play fake about as good as anybody you want to see.
He can.
Big score right there that's unusual, though, was Westridge and Dobbins Bennett tied at 14-14.
Yeah, it was. 14 apiece. Big battle in 6A football.
Come back to the original line of scrimmage. They're going to mark off this pass interference. I'm not sure that he could have caught the ball, but that defensive back wasn't going to take any chances. Just mugged him near the goal line.
No, Jesse's a player. Jesse's got a little bit of moxie about him.
Cyclones are going to have it 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. That'll be a select 7 first down on the penalty with 9:54 to go until half.
Yes, as Cyclones are going to have balanced formation, twins left, twins right. Mullins is still your tailback. He's lined up to the right side of Whitehead. And this time, a little sprint draw. Mullins out to the left. He's got good blocking out there, but Whaley carries on the left. He's still outside. He's going across the 15, down inside the 10 where he's tackled, and that's going to be enough for another select 7, 1st and goal for the Cyclones. Select 7, your first down sponsor.
Tell you what, Mullins does a great job getting out there to the side. If he sees a sliver, he tries to cut it back up.
Yep, Cyclones are going to have a single receiver left, and we got trips to the right, to the wide side of the field. Mullins is lined up to the right side of Mull, and they're going to throw a single up tunnel, and they're going to blow it dead. It's a little bit of legal procedure. Stacey, a little bit about our Select 7 first down sponsor. Select 7 celebrating 75 years of helping you select a brighter future. They offer mortgage loans such as 10, 15, 30-year first mortgage loans, home equity loans, and unimproved property loans. They also offer CDs, money market accounts, vacation and Christmas club accounts. They offer direct deposit, payday advances, mobile deposit, 24-hour fraud protection, and instant issue debit cards. If you live, work, or worship in any of the 7 counties, we'll get them right after this play. Cyclone's back, hand it to Mullins. Mullins going over the left side, jumps out to the right side.
Got him another one.
And then he's going to bounce into the middle, and he's going to bounce back out to the outside, and he'll be tackled down inside the 10 right about the 8-yard line to pick up about 5, so bring up second and goal from the 8. Back to our, if you live, work, or worship in any of the 7 counties, so they'd be in Tennessee, Carter, Washington, Unicoi, Hawkins, Sullivan, and in Virginia, Scott County and Washington County, Virginia, you can be a member. Select 7 Union, helping you select a brighter future. Cyclone, this time Holzer's going to get it. Holzer's going to lower his shoulder. He's going to try the gut of the defense, and he's going to be pushed back. Stingy defense that time, as they're going to force him after a gain of 1. It's going to be 3rd down and goal from about the 6-yard line as Holzer goes out and Mullins comes back in. Cyclones are going to have double tights, twins left, Mullins to the right side of Whitehead. Whitehead is going to give it to Mullins. Mullins is going to lose his feet. He's still battling. He's still on his feet. He's still driving. And he's going to be pushed down inside the 1.
Got it close enough. They'll go for this.
Yeah.
Man, he looked like a pinball there.
He did. Here comes the jumbo package.
They're going to move Jirai to quarterback.
Yep, Jirai will be a quarterback. Your 3 H-backs will be Kyron, Mason Hall, and Justice Wallen will be your 3 lead blockers, and that's a lot of beef around that front.
It absolutely is.
Jirai is your Wildcat formation, or the Wild Clone, we'll call it. Jirai gets it, lowers his shoulder, goes inside the end zone for a touchdown. Give him 6. A 1-yard touchdown run, Stacy.
Yep, I mean, that's, the Grizzlies did a pretty good job that time to take it down to a 4th down there, but very few people are going to be able to stop all that beef up front, and they did a good job opening the hole. Jirai takes it across the goal line to make your Bojangles score the game 34-0 with 6:54 to go until the half as Bowers comes on to attempt yet another extra point.
And this time we got a new snapper. It's going to be number 13, Bryson Rowlands, your snapper. Whaley's the hold. Waiting on Bowers says he's ready, waiting on the snap down, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 6:54 left to go here in the first half, your new score, Cyclones are up 35-0. We'll be back after this 30-second word from our sponsors.
The Merle Norman Cosmetics fall line has arrived at Merle Norman Cosmetics and Boutique downtown Elizabethton. Come in today and see the beautiful new colors Merle Norman has for fall. Ladies, schedule your makeover for the upcoming fall and winter formals now because appointments are filling up every day. And shop the summer clothing and jewelry in stock, now reduced by 30% to make room for the new fall merchandise arriving daily. Take advantage of all this and much more at Merle Norman Cosmetics and Boutique, 541 Elk Avenue in beautiful downtown Elizabethton. Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale Cherokee Drive behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this holiday season.
WBEJ. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Granger County, where your kickoff upcoming from Campbell, brought to you by Stouts Riverside Auto. Giving a shout-out to Richard Norris, attorney at law, handling your legal needs and real estate with a smile. Richard's headed to the lake, so if you see him, Rob says to tell him throttle up and trim her down.
Campbell with the kick, and it's going to be fielded right about the 5. He's crossed 15 to 20, 25. Oh, he's got a hole. He's crossed 35, 40, 45, 50. Campbell with the try, and he's got him 45, 30, 25, 10, 5, touchdown. One thing about the kid, Stacey, he hit the hole hard.
He hit that hole hard.
Run.
He got back, and you had a lot of hustle by the Cyclones to try to run him down, but by that time, he was full steam. And with that, we see our running clock go until we get to the second half. So that makes your Bojangles score of the game now 35-6 with 6:36 to go until halftime.
One thing about that kid, number 9 for Granger, senior Jake Robinson, when he hit the hole, he was full blown.
Well, and by the time he got to the Cyclone line, only the kicker had a chance to get him in that first wave. I don't know if the Cyclones went by him or didn't stay in their lane or what, but, man, he found the seam and he was gone.
Could be something for Cyclones to work on. This time, Granger's going to do it with a little wildcat, and they're going to go for 2, and they're going to try over the left side, and he walks in untouched for a successful 2-point conversion. So that now makes your score 35-8, your Cyclones. We'll be back after this 30-second word from our sponsors.
You know just how good the chicken wings, pork, and other foods taste at the Tri-City's best Jay's Corner in downtown Elizabethton. The secret is Jay's Dust Dry Rub. And now you can buy Jay's Corner's Dust Dry Rub and take it home and sprinkle or rub on all the meats and vegetables you cook at home for the unbeatable Jay's Corner taste. Dust Dry Rub is an all-season flavoring and seasoning, and it's available for you to buy independently for home cooking. Stop by Jay's Corner today for your own Dust Dry Rub. Jay's Corner, 216 South Lynn Avenue at F Street, Elizabethton. The menu is online at eatjayscorner.com. Offering quality furniture, appliances, and bedding for the entire home since 1936. Shop locally at Richie's Furniture and Sleep Shop, downtown Elizabethton.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Granger County High School, coming off a 95-yard kickoff return as Granger got on the board, cut the Cyclones lead 35-8. Back deep for your Cyclones will be number 9, Dry, and number 15, Luke Whaley, standing about their own 10 to 15-yard line. Appears this one will be a way his angle Stacy's going to be a little pooch kick somewhere around the 35-yard line. So Eli Blevins needs to be alert.
Yep, you got to move them up a little bit too. You got too big a gap between those up backs and those on the side. So
can't go too much over. They got the ball teed. It's going to be an onside kick as an indication. It's going to be an onside kick, and it's going to be fielded by Jesse Whitehead right at the 48-yard line, where the Cyclones will take over 1st and 10 at their own 48.
It's a hands team in there. They're kind of expecting that, weren't they? 6:32 to go here before halftime. Bojangles score of the game 35-8 on that long kid that took the kickoff. He's over here on the bench. I think he's completely out of breath.
I would be. I just had to call timeout and stop halfway up through there. But see the Cyclones, how they come out and they answer as see who they got. They're still huddled up on the sideline. They're going to break the huddle. And looks like you still got the same line you had there last season. This Whitehead's still your quarterback, and it's going to be trips right. Mullins is your tailback to the right side of Whitehead. Single receiver to the left. Back to pass to Whitehead. Go throw a screen here to Dry. Dry gets it. He's crossed midfield. He's in Granger territory, 45-40. Still scatterbugging down, and he's downside the 35-yard line, down to about 37-yard line. Looked like a little jitterbug.
He did, and that kind of threw it right there in the middle on that little bubble, but he does a good job once he gets in the open field. Takes it all the way down to the 37-yard line of the Grizzlies for a select 7 first down for the Cyclones. With 6 minutes to go before halftime, Cyclones up 35-8 now.
Twins left, tight end left, single receiver to the right. Mullins to the right side of Whitehead. And Whitehead play fake, rolling to his left. He's still rolling, turns his shoulder, hits Cam. Cam out in the flat. Cam driving his feet down inside the 30, right at the forced out of bounds at the 25-yard line, and that's enough for another select 7 first down for the Cyclones.
Looks like a little misdirection there at the very beginning of that. Whitehead does a good job rolling out to his right, throwing a gun against his body a little bit. Cam Baker gets a select 7 first down for the Cyclones all the way down to the Grizzlies' 26-yard line.
Trips right, single receiver left, Mullins to the right side of Whitehead. Whitehead back to pass. He's rolling right. He's still rolling. He's going to throw out here to Eli. Eli Blevins gets it. He's at the 20, still fighting, diving, falls forward up to the 18-yard line. So it's going to be a pickup of about 7-8 yards. So it's going to bring up second down and about 3.
Good throw by Whitehead. Blevins is able to pick up some extra yardage there to make it a little shorter to go.
Good thing he's 6'4".
Yeah.
He used every bit of that 6'4" to get him extra 2 yards. Balance formation, Twins left and right. Mullins is going to get it. He's going to advance across. He's down inside the middle. He's down inside the 15, and he's going to be tackled right at the 13-yard line, and that's enough for another select 7 first down for your Cyclones.
One thing's different this year, Tony. They do not stop that clock when they move the chains.
No.
Clock continues to move at 4:55. Cyclones up 35-8, have it first and 10, just outside of the 10-yard line.
And we got a late whistle, and we got a timeout. Timeout Cyclones, and we'll take it with them. Before we do, we'll tell you your Bojangles score. Cyclones 35-8, but we're driving. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
Carter Finance proudly supports the Elizabethton Cyclones. Come see the friendly people at Carter Finance for a cash loan. You can get a personal and confidential loan as small as $100, or if you need more for bill consolidation or home improvement, Carter Finance makes both home and land loans too. Carter Finance will also pay off your high-cost title loan or check advance. Call 542-2177 or come by Carter Finance at 412 Railroad Street, Elizabethton, and go Cyclones!
Visit Simply Elegant Bakery and Catering, downtown Elizabethton, for homemade baked goods and customized catering. Go Cyclones!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. We're in timeout here at Granger County with your Cyclones up 35-8. Let's get a couple of scores now. Pisgah, North Carolina 14, Hampton 6, with 5:04 left to go in the second quarter.
Crockett losing to Boone 35-0 at halftime.
See, Greenville 35, Cherokee 0 in the first quarter.
Cloudland 30-8 over Hancock County.
Jeff County 6, Science Hill nothing at halftime.
Morristown West is up over Tennessee High 19-14.
Unaca's trailing Twin Springs by a score of 14-0.
Pigeon Forge is over Unicoi County 6-0.
Sullivan East 27, Volunteer 6.
And Dobbins Bennett is up over West Ridge 20-14.
Those scores are courtesy of Coach T and the best stat man in the business, West, Mr. Twangbanger. Cyclones come out breaking the huddle. We'll have Twins left, Twins right. Mullins lined up to the left side. We'll run a quick option. Mullins gets it. He gets the pitch. He lowers his shoulder, dances, cuts back across the middle. Give him 6. Touchdown, Seth Mullins.
Just a quick pitch over to the left side. Mullins looks like he's going to string it out. Just kind of does a little jump cut. Goes into the end zone almost untouched with 4:48 to go before halftime. To put your Cyclones up on top even further, 41-8, as Bowers comes on to attempt the extra point. Out of the hold of Whaley. Can't tell who's snapping. Is touchdown boy snapping?
Rolling. That should be rolling.
Bryson Rowland snapping here.
Yep.
Got to get Mullins a breather somewhere.
That's right. We're taking good snap down, kick is up, and it is good. So with 4:48 left to go here until halftime, your new score, Cyclones 42, Grangers 8. We'll be back after this 30-second word from our sponsor.
Hermitage Health and Rehabilitation is a newly remodeled 70-bed skilled facility in Elizabethton. With a reputable therapy team offering physical, occupational, and speech services 7 days a week, their Rehab to Home program focuses on the goal of returning residents to their home re-energized and with more mobility. Schedule your tour today at Hermitage Health Center, 1633 Hillview Drive, Elizabethton, 543-2571.
Reed's Pharmacy, your locally owned pharmacy, provides all your prescription and over-the-counter medicinal needs on West Elk Avenue across from the high school.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Granger County High School, where your Cyclones are up by a score of 42-8. As Caleb Campbell's getting ready to kick it off from our 40-yard line, going left to right, back deep is number 9 for the Grizzlies, who just run the kickoff back. Stacey, you got something for us?
Yep, Stouts Riverside Auto sponsoring this. Steve Burrow must have Venmo'd Rob some money, so we're going to give out a shout-out to Steve Burrow's Lawn Care. He'll rake them, mow them, chop them up, whatever you want to do. Give Steve Burrow a call. Brought to you by Stouts Riverside Auto.
Referee blew it in, waiting on the kick, and Campbell with the approaching kick, and it's a high spinning kick. That's going to be fielded right at the 1 against the number 9 who ran it back, and he's going to be tackled. This time, better job, better coverage of ours. He didn't make it back to the 20. Good job by Ben Adams, number 44, and Justice Wallen had stayed in their lane.
Robbie Fritz just give us a call. 54 seconds to go until halftime. Pisgah scored on a 2-yard touchdown run to put them up 21-6 over Hampton, just short of halftime. 4:39 to go here before halftime in this game. Cyclones up 42-8. Grizzlies come out, have it first and 10 from their own 19-yard line.
Now this Grizzlies line for wing T, shotgun or wildcat formation. They're going to line up and run to the left side as we got some new faces in there for the Cyclones. You got number 31, Travis Smalls, playing linebacker, and you also got number 48, Kyler McGovern, who is a sophomore playing defensive end.
Got Andrew Blevins in there. You got Billy Woodby in the middle there at linebacker also.
Alex Riddle's playing to the outside. It's another Wildcat. And this time Landry comes up, and he's going to be tackled by about 8. Honestly, about 8 Cyclones was over there. The only one that wasn't is backside safety and backside corner. So this will be a gain of, I can't even see the, I see it now. So it's going to be a pickup of about 2. So it's going to be third down to about 4 for the Grizzlies. So we're right at 3:44 left to go until halftime. This time quarterback comes in, more of a traditional.
Kind of think they were just trying to give their defense a blow right there a little bit.
Got single receiver left and right. And back to pass. This time he's going to throw it up. And
he's wide open.
He's wide open. Is rolling bit for the fake, and he's going to be tackled, chasing down, tackled inside the 20. He bit for that stage.
He did.
He bit hard on that play fake.
Now quarterback just threw a moon ball. Receiver's able to run under it. Rollins gets speed. He bit on that fake. So the Grizzlies had it 3rd down and 4 back on their own 16. Now they have it 1st and 10 all the way on to the Cyclone 17-yard line.
Yep, and this time a high snap, Wildcat formation. He's going to try over to the right side. He'll be tackled, run down from behind by number 26, Billy Woodby, and also running parallel was Kyler McGovern.
3 minutes to go until halftime. Cyclones up big 42-8, but the Grizzlies on the momentum of that long pass have it 2nd down and we'll call it 6. Is that what you said?
Yep.
2nd down and 6 to go. Ball is on their 14-yard line.
Also got a new nose man. Is number 36, senior Xavier Smalls. Cyclones with goal line style defense with 4 down linemen right clogging the middle. Snap back to the Wildcat, and he's going to dance around. He's going to fall forward for maybe 2-yard gain, so he's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4 for the Grizzlies as they take out a safety and they bring in another linebacker. So we're going single high safety, Stacy, and you're going to have 5 down linemen and 3 backers.
They bring the Wildcat guy over here to the sidelines to get the play. They've got to be in 2-down territory here.
Yeah, you would think so. As the game clock's down to 2 minutes to go till halftime. Cyclones defense looks to keep the Grizzlies out as Cyclones will get the ball to start your second half. Wildcat formation, everybody's within 7 yards of the ball. This time he's going to try over the left side, and he patiently waits. He's still hit, and he's going to be hit, and he's going to fall forward, and it looks like he's going to be short, for maybe about a yard short. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 1 for the Grizzlies from the 7-yard line.
1:29 to go here in the first half. Cyclones up 42-8. Grizzlies are going to have it 4th down, and it's probably about a true 1 yard here.
Yep. Cyclones getting all down to 4-point stance. Trying to draw him offside this time. It's going to be a snap to the Wildcat. He's going to get it, and he fumbles the ball.
He didn't
fumble. He fumbled the ball. And he's going to be stopped, and it looks like Cyclones will take over 1st and 10.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right, big stand there. I think throw a penalty there, too, for throwing the ball. But
number 41, Matthew Kent, another fresh face, another one of those defensive linemen.
They hit him hard. He didn't have a chance. He was almost standing straight up. So despite giving up the long pass play, the Cyclones defense holds once again. I don't know if it'll be the 3rd game how many 4th down stands that the Cyclones have had already this year.
I would say at least you have to count them on 2 hands, at least 6, I would say.
Yep, absolutely. A bunch against Science Hill. So just a good job by the Cyclones there. They take over 1st and 10. They have it now back on their own 9-yard line with 1:05 to go before halftime.
Slagle's back in, you quarterback, twins right, and this time it will play fake. And Slagle steps up in the pocket. He's going to lower his shoulder. He's still on his feet down across the 10. Up near the 11, 12-yard line, he's going to be timeout as we got 2 Grizzlies laying in the end zone, Stacy, that ran into each other. So
they met at the goal line, and they popped. I think they popped helmets. So we'll take a timeout with them here. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout from a quick word from our sponsors as they go out to check on the injured Grizzly. Before we do, here from Granger High School. Cyclones up big, 42-8, just before halftime.
A college degree is now more valuable than ever before. That's because the more education you have, the better your job prospects and the larger your paycheck. At Northeast State Community College, they offer 135 career-boosting programs and great financial aid options. With so many programs to choose from, you can start here and go anywhere. Northeast State also has flexible scheduling and campuses close to your home, helping you balance school with work and family. Apply today at northeaststate.edu/admissions.
Visit the coffee company in downtown Elizabethton for handcrafted coffee drinks, sandwiches, and salads. Go Cyclones!
Better than ever country. WBEJ.
Elizabethton High School football is brought to you by Citizens Bank. With locations throughout the Tri-Cities and Knoxville, Citizens Bank is the trusted partner to work alongside your business and family in accomplishing financial goals. As a family-owned bank founded and headquartered in Elizabethton, a big part of our success is your success. So stop by a branch or visit citizensbank24.com today and get to know the citizens in your community. Citizens Bank, member FDIC. Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale Cherokee Drive behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this holiday season.
WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the injured Grizzly was number 71, Church, who walked off. Cyclones come out. It was twins right, twins left. Slagle, your quarterback, he's going to throw it. He's going to throw a deep ball, and he's got Luke, and he overthrows Luke by about 10 yards. Put a little bit more air under that station.
He did a little bit more air, and it had it about the 50-yard line, but it falls incomplete, so it's going to bring up third down and 8 for the Cyclones with 47 seconds to go here before halftime.
Cyclones looking to double dip, try to score at the end of the half, and then we get the ball to begin the second half. The Cyclones are looking to Coach Carter this time calling the plays.
See if he's going to run this one just to run the clock out.
There's going to be twins, all right. Rolling out to his left. Rhett's rolling. He's still rolling. He's rolling. He's going to throw it out here to Eli. Eli gets it. He's across 25. He's down to 30. He's going to give himself up. And it's the clock does stop at 37 seconds.
Good catch by Eli Blevins. Yep. It's a select 7 first down for the Cyclones. Have it first and 10 from the 28. Slagle clocks the ball back at about the 26-yard line. So good job by Blevins. Good job by getting down and getting back and getting online so they could run another play for that clock right there.
Yeah, it used to, back in shotgun formation, if you clocked shotgun formation, was intentional grounding.
Right.
Since the nature of the game's changed, they've switched it to where it's just an incomplete pass. Cyclones are going to have trips left. Blevins lined up single receiver to the right. Holzer lined up to the right side. Slagle, he's looking. He steps up. He's going to be hit, and he throws it up for Whaley. Whaley's got it, makes a great catch down the side to 30 at the 20, where are they going to mark him, right at the 25-yard line. Great catch by
stop
Whaley.
The clock. They stopped it this time, Tony. They didn't stop it the last time as they mark it, but as soon as those markers are in line, they're winding the clock now.
And it's going to be killed at 18.1 seconds.
Great job that time by Slagle throwing it up. Great job by Whaley running under it, over the shoulder catch.
He had pressure. Slagle, he got hit when he threw it, so great poise.
Threw that ball about 40 yards in the air on a strike, too.
And Whaley's he's just fun to watch.
Yep, 18 seconds to go until halftime. Cyclones leading 42-8. Have a select 7 first down. They'll have it second down and 10 on the intentional spike by the Cyclones to stop the clock.
Need something either outside or first down yardage. Can't afford a sack or anything across the middle. And play fake, and this time we're going to throw it to Dry. He's got him. Give him 6. Touchdown. Great little bubble go.
Mm-hmm. Fake bubble over here to Eli Blevins. That corner bit on it and the safety bit, and so it was one-on-one. Jeriah blows by him, gets across the pylon just outside of the end zone, takes it in, and now your Cyclones are up 48-8 with 6 seconds to go until halftime as Bowers comes on to attempt the extra point. This time you got Mullins snapping.
Yeah, Mullins is back in there snapping.
Whaley's holding, and Bowers on to kick.
Waiting on the snap. Snaps down, kick is up, and it is good. So your new score with 6.4 seconds, Cyclones 49, the Granger Grizzlies 8. We'll be back after this 30-second word from our sponsor.
Make Dino's Restaurant, downtown Elizabethton, your regular eating place for football Friday nights. In addition to your favorite hot lasagna, spaghetti, and other Italian foods, plus hot American foods, including hamburger steak with onions and gravy, you'll also enjoy marinated ribeye steaks at Dino's any day for lunch or dinner. And on football Fridays after 4 o'clock, Dino's also offers both 10 and 16-ounce prime rib with salad inside. Get in the game. Eat every Friday night at Dino's, downtown Elizabethton, open 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday, and accepting carry-out orders. For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyl, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
Cyclone fans, back here at Granger County High School, where Cyclones have just gone up 49-8 with 6 seconds to go until halftime. We got another kickoff brought to you by Stouts Riverside Auto. This time his shout-outs to Checkout Willie and the gang at Valley Forge Auction. New merchandise arriving daily, family-owned and family-operated.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Campbell's in to kick. Stacy got a whole new front line, a lot of freshmen and sophomores out there.
Some kids trying to earn a letter here.
Yep, trying to earn a letter and trying to earn some playing time. Special teams is where you can get as a young kid. Approach and the kick, that's high spin, and it's going to be fielded by back at the 10-yard line. He's across the 15-20, and he's across the 25-30. He's going to be tackled right over to 30 by number 21, Tucker Taylor. And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be the end of the first half. Your Cyclones are up by a score of 49-8. We'll go back for this 2-minute words from our sponsor. We come back, we'll have the best stat man in business doing his first half recap right after these 2-minute words from our sponsors.
The Jewelers Bench has been a part of Elizabethton for 23 years. John and Sherry want to thank each of you for making it possible. The Jewelers Bench offers in-house repair services such as ring sizing, rhodium plating, chain repair, pearl restringing, and much more. Shop the very wide selection of quality jewelry on the Jewelers Bench's website from the comfort of your own home at jewelersbenchtn.com and find them on Instagram and Facebook. The Jewelers Bench wishes all our area teams the best of luck in this new 2023 high school football season. Now you can buy beautiful, fresh floral arrangements for any occasion at the Wildwood Flower Company, downtown Elizabethton. Nikki Stout is the owner of Wildwood Flower Company, which features a wide selection of fresh-cut flowers and floral arrangements, plants, gifts, and more. Whatever your everyday flower need is, including weddings, funerals, birthdays, and more, depend on the Wildwood Flower Company, 604 Elk Avenue, downtown Elizabethton. Open Tuesday through Saturday. Learn more about the Wildwood Flower Company by visiting Facebook and Instagram. The original Ridgewood Barbecue is still owned and operated by the Profit family, inviting you to stop in for what is still the best barbecue in the Tri-Cities since 1948. Ridgewood offers barbecue pork and barbecue beef, plus many more items, so be sure to look at the whole menu. Ridgewood fries are made from genuine Idaho potatoes, and only the Ridgewood offers Mrs. Profit's original baked beans. Drive in any day except Sundays and major holidays to the Ridgewood, Old Highway 19E at Bluff City, just 6 miles north of Elizabethton. Call 538-7543 for carry-out orders. Home loans, construction, auto, and personal loans are available now at Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank in Elizabethton, Johnson City, and in Mountain City. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank is your hometown independent community bank since 1937, also offering business, checking, certificates, IRAs, and both mobile and online banking. Stop by Elizabethton Federal's offices in Elizabethton, Johnson City, or Mountain City for more information. Apply for a mortgage or account online at elizfed.com. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Visit Simply Elegant Bakery and Catering, downtown Elizabethton, for homemade baked goods and customized catering. Go Cyclones!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Granger County High School, where your Cyclones are up big at halftime, 49-8. Joined by the Twang Banger, Wes Hostcloth here with us tonight. You're getting ready to be a busy man, Wes. Let's go over the stats from the first half here and the summary of the scoring.
Absolutely. Cyclones came out, forced the punt, and the offense got to work. Rhett Slagle hit Uriah Griffin 12-yard pass, and Caleb Holzer followed with consecutive first down runs of 20 and 19 respectively before going in the end zone with 4 yards out. A 49 quick drive, quick score for the Cyclones. Cyclones gave up a first down to Granger on the following drive, but then they forced a punt. The snap flew over the punter's head, and Landry Buckles had a huge stop, 24-yard loss there. Cyclones had the possession at their own 20. Cam Baker picked up 17 on the reverse, and Holzer went in from 1 yard out, 5:19 to go, quick 14-0. Then it even got even better for Buckles. He had the big stop there for the 24-yard loss, and then he got an interception there, and he rumbled 27 yards to pay the pick six there. Made it 21-0 Cyclones. After forcing another punt, another Cyclone touchdown there in the first quarter there. Dry Griffin had a 34-yard return on that punt. Seth Mullins picked up 8 and 5, the latter taking him over the goal line with 1:05 remaining in the first quarter. Granger, after being forced to punt to the top of the second quarter, Whitehead came in at quarterback for the Cyclones, picked up a 15-yard penalty on a pass interference. Seth Mullins then had a run of 11 to move the chains. Then drove Cyclones down to the ones. Dry Griffin got in from the Wildcats. Another quick score. Then Granger finally got on the board. Jace Robinson, their senior, he got a 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Hunter Malakote, their senior tailback, he followed with a conversion run. That made it 35-8. Cyclones recovered the onside kick. Whitehead hit Griffin, 15-yard first down. Hit Cam Baker with a 12-yard first down. And then Seth Mullins had a 13-yard touchdown run with 4:48, made it 42-8 Cyclones. Davis, the quarterback from Granger, Luke Davis, he hit Bryson Solomon for a 57-yard pass there on the Granger's last drive of the half. But the Cyclones, as they've done all season, the defensive front did a good job stopping there. Then a big fourth down stop inside the goal there at the 9-yard line, and Cyclones got to work really quick. Red Slagle back in the game at quarterback. Hit Blevins with a 19-yard first down pass, and hit Luke Whaley with a 46-yard first down pass. And then he capped the half with a nice, perfectly spiral thrown pass to Jeriah Griffin, 25-yard score with 6.4 seconds remaining, and that gave us the 49-8 here at the half. For the Cyclones, 255 yards of total offense, 15 combined rushes for 118 yards, and 137 combined passing yards, 11 first downs, only 3 penalties for 15 yards. That's the best we've done so far this season, obviously, far and away on the penalties there. The Slagle was 4 of 6 for 102 yards and a touchdown. The majority of that coming there on that last drive for him. Justin White came in and threw some nice passes, a perfect 4 for 4 for 35 yards. In the ground game, Caleb Holzer, 5 carries, 45 yards, 2 touchdowns. Seth Mullins, 7 carries, 53 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jeriah Griffin, 3 receptions, 52 yards and a touchdown. 1 rush, 1 yard and a touchdown. In the receiving game, Luke Whaley, 1 catch, 46 yards. Eli Blevins, 2 catches, 26 yards. Cam Baker, 2 catches, 13 yards. Landry Buckles there with the pick six and the stack. And then Landon Hughes, Eli Gass, and another host of Cyclones. You can just rattle off the names of everybody on that defensive front there. Had stops for loss at some point there in the first half. For Granger, 63 yards of offense, 16 combined carries, including that big fumble snap, -1 rushing yards. Wow. On the ground, 16 carries there for Granger in the first half. 64 yards passing, pretty much every bit of that on that big 57-yard pass there at the end of the second quarter. Only 2 first downs. They had 1 fumble, didn't lose it. 2 penalties for 30 yards. Luke Davis, their quarterback, 4 of 9 for 64 yards, and they had the interception. Then Hunter Malakote, 11 carries for 19 yards to lead the ground game there for the Grizzlies.
Just a total domination by the Cyclones in the first half. That you hate to see to give up a kickoff like that, but otherwise just clicking at all phases there. They've done a great job, with the exception of that on special teams. But man, that defense, if you take away that long pass there, and they may have negative yards with that bobble snap on that punt, that counts against them on total yardage. So still with just 63 yards and a half of football, just absolute domination by the Cyclones.
Absolutely, and you're hitting on all phases of the game, and offensively, every one of these guys contributing. We just went down the pipe there. Zeth and Caleb all having successful games on the ground there. Jeriah with a score in the Wildcat, and then the 4 different receivers. You got Baker, Blevins, Whaley, and Griffin all catching passes there. But yeah, what else can you say? It was really cool to see. Obviously Slagle comes in and he's just firing on all cylinders, but the backup comes in, Justin White, and what you were talking about, how he's so good at that design fake and coming, moving around, and so that's heartening to see. That the Cyclones have a really good option there in the backup quarterback.
Puts it down there on his hip like you used to see in the old days, and just a really strong performance by the Cyclones.
Yeah.
You got 118 yards rushing, 137 passing. You know, Coach Witten likes to see that. Equal distributing the ball between the running backs. All of the receivers are kind of getting into the game here. And the most important thing about that 49-8 score is that we start the second half, we get the ball, but you also have a running clock. So, Wes, as always, we certainly appreciate your work here. And best stat man in the business, we say it and we mean it. So thank you very much. You got your money's worth tonight.
Yes, sir.
We're going to send it back to the station from this word from our sponsors. When we do our halftime specials this year, we have This Week in Cyclone Football by Ryan Witten, followed by our senior spotlight, which tonight, appropriately enough, are two individuals with 4 touchdowns tonight, number 27, Caleb Holzer, and number 7, Zeth Mullins. Please enjoy, and we'll be back after these special words from the Cyclone Touchdown Club tonight at WBEJ Radio, and we'll be back with your second half after our special.
What began as a vision for a young nurse is now a heritage for over 4 generations at Ivy Hall. With a 5-star rating by Medicaid Medicare, residents at Ivy Hall receive the best physical, speech, and occupational therapy in the area, and now respiratory therapy services are offered on staff too, all in a new state-of-the-art facility. Physician and nursing services to aid the healing process are also provided. All insurance is accepted at Ivy Hall, now hiring at 301 South Watauga Avenue, Elizabethton, and online at ivyhallnursinghome.com.
Don't throw your money out the window when it's hot outside.
Yeah, you need to call Advanced Heat Pump Systems. They can make sure your air conditioning is doing its best.
And be sure to ask how you can get up to a $2,000 tax credit when you install a new heat pump system. Financing is available too.
Your home will be so comfortable, and you'll save money.
Call Advanced Heat Pump Systems for a free quote at 926-2665.
The Rocky Top Garage Door Showroom is located at 401 Hatcher Lane, Elizabethton. Owner Mitch Parlier has provided sales, service, and installation of garage doors for over 30 years, and Rocky Top Garage Doors is Elizabethton's Amar Lincoln door and Linear and LiftMaster door opener dealer. Tell them what to do if their garage door breaks, Lexi.
Call my papa, Rocky Top Garage Door, 518-1516.
That's Rocky Top Garage Doors, your automatic garage door dealer. Learn more online at rockytopgaragedoor.com. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that's lower, check with the Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
Pass it on, it's a tradition. Pass it on.
Offering quality furniture, appliances, and bedding for the entire home since 1936. Shop locally at Richie's Furniture and Sleep Shop, downtown Elizabethton.
All right, Cyclone fans, welcome to This Week in Cyclone Football. I'm Stacy Street along with my partner Tony Briggs, and we're once again joined by Coach Ryan Witten, coach at T.A. Duggar. Coach, if you would, please just give us a little recap of last week's game as you went and faced the mighty Kingsport team. Yeah. So tell our listeners how that turned out for the T.A. Duggar Cyclones.
It was great. We had a 52-6 win over Sevier, so they came out. Our defense played really good. Had caused 6 turnovers, 4 interceptions, 2 pick sixes. So it's easy to win when you're playing defense like that. We received the opening kick and then had a big return in first play. We ran right off tackle and Legend Pate scored. So then they got the ball. We held them. They had a bad snap, caused a turnover, and we had the ball at the 1. So bang, bang, bang. It was 38-0 at the end of the first quarter, and then we just kind of cruised from there. But our defense played really good. David Wright, Aiden Hartsook, Legend Pate, all of those guys up front. We got a big Jacob Clevenger, really caused havoc on the front line. So it was really good to get up, get started, and then got to play a lot of kids and cruise in the second half. So it was a good opportunity for us to compete at home game. So it meant a lot to our community and our fans to get everybody in and get them going.
So you got 2 games under your belt. What's the combined score of those 2 games?
It's a lot to not. So I know it's a lot of points to not a lot of points. I think we've given up 6 points. So that's good anytime. Yeah, it's the same message that we've always preached. You know, if they don't score, they can't win. So we get a lot of guys to the ball. Our secondary's playing really good. Micah Matheson he plays corner for us. He actually had 3 interceptions, and Aldo Cordell has had 2 pick sixes in 2 games. So we know we set in the cover 2 shell like we always have, and just have our good athletes. They learn the coverages, learn what to do, and it's easy to go get the ball.
I know for a fact, every number of every kid that's ever played for you. Yeah. I could ask you somebody from 10 years ago. You could give me the numbers, so I know what the scores were.
Right.
So, and I know you know too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And go ahead, Tony. Ask him some questions about last week's game.
Let's flip over and talk about the JV squad.
Yeah.
I mean, the JV squad is just as valuable, and I mean, they're learning. They got a lot of 5th and 6th graders. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about the JV squad Monday or Thursday.
Yeah. So we jumped out. Same thing. Callan Reed picked an interception, went another pick 6, and then we drove down the ball a couple times, and Callan scored, and then Lucas Duggar had a big. We ran like a little arrow to the flats and fullback in the flats, and kind of like a 124, 125 passer keep, and he caught it for a touchdown. So it was good though. 24-6. They scored late, so it's 24-0 most of the game. So it was a good. They're 2-0 as well. JV is 2-0. We take as much pride in coaching those guys, 6th and 7th graders, as we do. Those guys just continue to improve. I told them today in the film session, like, hey, how are you going to beat so-and-so out? How are you going to beat these guys? How are you going to beat the guys that are in 9th grade out? You got to find ways to improve, and always go find your coaches and ask the ways you can improve so that you're ready to go.
One last thing on T.A. Duggar. One thing that people got to realize is T.A. Duggar, when you break down film, you got film. It's a mini high school.
Yeah, right.
It's the same thing that Sean does on Friday. You do on Thursday, as far as break down the film.
Yeah. So on Fridays we watch our film. We have FCA up T.A. Duggar, and then we watch our film. And then through the week we've kind of cut practices back to about 4:30, and then we come in here and divide up in the classrooms and both watch film on both varsity and JV. So it's really unique for them to learn. Like Coach was talking about earlier before we got going today. Like evidence is watching yourself. How can you improve by your improving by yourself? Then you can always get on the field quicker.
Your pap always said the film doesn't lie.
Yeah, film doesn't lie. Yeah, right.
Lie.
Yeah.
Maybe a different kind of film now, but it doesn't lie.
It does not lie.
Great crowd you had down here.
Yes,
too,
yeah.
Watch the ball game.
Yeah.
All right, now this week in Cyclone football covers not only T.A. Duggar, but we also talk about the kids that play on Saturday, the Junior Cyclones. Big crowd again for that, right?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit how that went this past Saturday.
Yeah, so the Junior Cyclones, we had our home game, back-to-back home games, and then we had a Cyclone sweep again. We started with a flag in the mornings at 8:30, and then 9:30, and had 6 teams, 6 games going on. So there was 12 teams playing, and then we started with our Mighty Mites, and then Grass Cutters. But we played Boone, Crockett. Who else did we play? I think Happy Valley. So we got a big win all the way across the board. So all the Cyclone teams won. So it was a big night. Great crowd. It was super hot. Sold a lot of drinks. Made a lot of money for those youth programs and youth kids to make sure all the kids have helmets, shoulder pads. Our jerseys this year are really nice. Terrence designed those. So we really take a lot of pride in all the way through, and it's exciting as we move forward. This week, everybody goes on the road. We kind of split up. So like the black organization, they go to Bristol, and the orange organization, I think they go to Boone. So we'll see.
What's the name of some kids that kind of stood out there this week as what you saw?
Well, we got a great group of 5th and 4th grade linemen that are coming through. So Lucas Whaley, Tristan Cole, Jackson Moore, Dawson Ledford. So there's a really good group of linemen there. And then as you get lower in the grass cutter division, Terrence has got a good group with Neelan Street and Parker Burleson and Titus Turner. And then the Mighty Mites, you got Cujo and Rusty Chambers, who's kind of going back through the realm there with his staff. So got a good bunch of kids and good coaches. We got, Sean's a coach, I'm coaching, Brandon's coaching, Terrence is coaching, Cujo's coaching. So I'm probably leaving somebody out, but got guys who are doing on Friday nights and Thursday nights, and then turn around and doing it on Saturdays too. So it's really exciting to see the kids get better.
One last thing, you used to talk about the coaching staff.
Yeah.
These kids get coached hard, and they get coached the correct way to do. You know that they look up to you, and they look up to you all on Thursday, and they look up to you on Friday. What are you instilling in these 4, 5, and 6, and 7-year-olds?
Well, I just tell them, one day you got the opportunity to play on Friday nights. I mean, that's what we all strive for. I mean, I love coaching on Thursdays, but Friday nights, what's the real deal? To watch these guys here, you're on interview, watch them recover, score a touchdown or make a pick. You know, that's what we as coaches, that's what we live for. We can't play, so we coach. So that's the end of the day, you know. So that's what we look for. I just didn't tell them, hey, their time's coming, just like, you know, these guys sat in middle school or youth ball, and it's cool to see them grow and get better and learn the terminology. And then as they go through, you know, like one of our plays is thunder. You know, when I hear someone say thunder, I don't think of my weather. I think of, you know, block down, kick out, and we're running the ball. So it's cool to see those guys grow up and become you know, heroes in our own town.
They hear Black Thunder from 4 years old at 18, don't they?
Right, exactly.
Coach Whitten, as always,
Yeah.
I just don't think people realize the time that you not only put in with the high school team, but also with T.A. Duggar and those kids. Those lights come on early down here on Saturday morning and go out late.
Yeah, they do, yeah. So it's awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, that'll wrap it up for this week in Cyclone football with Coach Ryan Whitten.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to halftime of tonight's contest. We're Cyclone Touchdown Club Senior Spotlight. We're joined by number 27, Caleb Holzer, and number 7, Zeth Mullins. Both seniors. Caleb Holzer's got a 3.4 GPA, and Zeth's got a 3.8 GPA, he says. So we'll go with that. Gentlemen, appreciate it. First question we got, going into tonight's contest, we've had two really good back-to-back games. Had a 6A opponent, 5A opponent. We finally get in conference play tonight. What have you all taken away from playing two bigger schools that have multiple athletes? I'll go ahead and start with you, Holzer.
Just playing bigger schools to start out with, it'll put pressure on you, make you a better team. You always make your biggest mistakes in the first couple of games, but playing non-conference games first is always better, so you can fix those mistakes throughout the season.
All right, Zed.
We just got to execute it the same way as we executed the bigger schools. They play them the same way we did. Just go out there and play.
You know, sit up there and watch me and Stacey watch. You know, we call the game, we watch, and we get to see a lot of stuff behind the scenes action. The way that you two have come and played the star and the wheel, the linebacking core, it's phenomenal. It's like that you all feed off each other and you know exactly what you're going to do. Every time we look up, one or both of you's in on either forcing them inside or making a tackle. Does that come natural? Or is it just something that you've just chemistry and it just happened?
For me and Zeth, I feel like it's more of like a chemistry thing. I mean, we've been playing together since freshman year. We've been close. We hang out all the time. And I think it's just more of a chemistry thing now.
Yeah, we kind of just know where each other is at all the time. We know each other's going to do their job, and we just go out there and play, and it just happens right.
All right, let me ask you all a question. Let me flip on the other side of the ball, okay? You both happen to be running backs, and we've saw so far this year a number of people carry the ball, and you both kind of bring a little different to that. Caleb, I'll start with you. You're the track guy, and you've had some big runs. Talk about what it's like playing running back in this Cyclone program.
Playing running back for Cyclone Nation is just awesome. You know, you have the chance to either put the fans on their feet, and you hear the crowd shaking. I mean, you have one of the best offensive lines in the state to block for you. I mean, it's awesome.
Zeth, tell me what you think about it, because you've played a little bit of everything since you've been here. So, and you've been carrying the ball quite a bit this year. So, what's it like for you to be playing after all those brothers had their hand down on the ground or snapping the ball? How does it feel to finally get to carry it for a while?
It feels good. I mean, we're a pretty run-heavy offense, so it feels good to kind of start off the game running the ball usually, and get out there and get the tempo going.
Let me tell you something that we both talk about a lot up there, and both of you. We see it on defense, we see it on offense. Neither one of you are the big boys out there, but you both make it up with the motors that you have. Okay, there's no saying that you want cornerbacks to have all gas and no brakes, and that's how you all play at linebacker, but you do it very well. Where does that come from, Zeth? I'll start with you. I mean, it's just like every single play, and both of you, special teams, offense and defense. Where do you get all that energy from?
I guess, I mean, I've always been the smallest on the field, so I guess just growing up, I either had to go really hard or I was going to get bullied out in the field. And then having two older brothers helped too. They pushed me around a lot.
Caleb, where do you think it comes from?
You gotta have a big heart for being if you're small, and something Coach Witten tells us is you gotta have heart if you want to play big boy football. So I really took that to heart, and I took it.
I'm going to say this, okay? This is your senior year, and we're starting the first conference game tonight against Granger. What Coach Witten told you is correct. Whether you're small or large, you got to have heart, and you can't do it if you're small and you don't have heart. You two guys have as much heart and as much passion as anybody I've seen. Seth, just don't get any 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, I'll try not to.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for our senior spotlight tonight with Caleb Holzer and Seth Mullins. Really have enjoyed watching them play, watching them grow in this Cyclone program, and especially looking to see how much they've contributed already and how much they'll contribute in their senior season. That's going to do it for our senior spotlight. Tony and I will be back after these words from our sponsors with your second half on WBEJ Radio.
Better than ever country. WBEJ AM/FM. Elizabethton, Tennessee.
Green Tree Motors is open in a new location, 2234 West G Street, Elizabethton, specializing in good and clean cars, trucks, SUVs, motorcycles, RVs, even boats when they're available. Terry Arnold and David Sindrick invite you to stop by and see their great-looking new business facility, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9:30 to 2. Terry Arnold has been in the auto business since 1982, and David offers you 25 years of experience. Terry and David tell it like it is, so come see them at 2234 West G Street and visit the website at greentreemotorstn.com. Reed's Pharmacy, your locally owned pharmacy, provides all your prescription and over-the-counter medicinal needs on West Elk Avenue across from the high school.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
Because there's an onside attempt by Granger, who was fielded by the up man number 6, Jesse Whitehead. So Cyclones will take over 1st and 10 at our own 49 as we got a running clock, Stacy.
It's 49-8 here. That's Whitehead's second onside kick that he's caught there. As Tony said, we got a running clock. Cyclones come out. Looks like Slagle's back at quarterback. These are all the starters back out here for this first series.
Well, actually, we got tight end number 88, Blaine Tolley, who's coming back after about a year-long battle of injuries. It's going to be play fake. He's going to hand it to Dry. Dry's in the backfield. He dances across midfield, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20. Give him 6 points. Touchdown.
So, we got a flag here at midfield.
They'll go call a hold, I bet.
Goodness gracious. We thought about it a little bit with Wallen being out. Well, we see Jeriah in the backfield. Sure enough, that first play, that hold had to be somewhere on the interior line because there was great blocking out here by number 11, Eli Blevins, and the rest of the receivers. But all for naught, coming back. Good first play, though.
Yep.
Another wrinkle. We haven't seen that. We've seen him on some end rounds and a couple of designed runs from the slot, but that time he lined up in the backfield.
And some wildcats.
Yep.
But as far as straight tailback, that's the first time I remember him doing it. But it's something else that you got to prepare for. This time the Cyclones will have Tolley flip over to the left, Twins left. Dries your tailback, single receiver to the right. First down in about 18. And this time we're going to give it to Dry. Dry's going to the left side. This time he's across 45 for midfield, still driving his feet down into Granger's territory to 45-yard line. Pickup of about 13 yards, bring up second down and 5. He just runs different.
Yeah, he does. He's got that kind of like Terrence Turner did. When you seen it, you couldn't barely see it. So 9:52 to go here with the running clock. Cyclones are going to have it, as Tony said, second down and 5 from the 45 of the Grizzlies.
You got a new wide receiver, Riddles, lined up wide to the left. This time we'll hand it to Holzer. Holzer's going to try over the left side. Bounces it outside. He crosses 45, 40, 35, 30, 25. Give him 6 points. Touchdown. Holzer. Yes, sir.
Kind of balancing the sidelines there. It looked like
45-yard run.
45-yard run for the Cyclones, just like that. With 9:21 to go in the ball game, we got a running clock, of course, all the way through. Just a dominant run by the Cyclones there. They go to the right side. Jariah scores on the first play. Come back, give it to him to the left side. He gets it down there. Holzer comes in, breaks that first line of containment, and he streaks down the sideline. He's got speed too. He's a track kid. Makes the score 55-8. Clock stopped right now on the extra point as Bowers comes out with 8:58 to go in your third quarter.
Waiting on the snap from Rowland and the hold from Whaley. Snaps down, kick is up, and it is good. So with 8:58 left to go, your new score, Cyclones 56, Granger 8. We'll be back after this 30-second word.
Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton Rehab and Wellness Center has been faithfully serving the Elizabethton and surrounding areas for the past 37 years. Signature Healthcare offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies tailored to meet your specific needs. It has the best wound care and respiratory programs in town. Their facility is clean, the face is friendly, and they strive to provide the best care to all who enter the doors. Remember, if you feel like you're sitting on the sidelines of life due to a sickness that's got you down, let Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton help you get back into your game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Granger County where your Cyclones are up big 56-8. Got another kickoff here brought to you by Stouts Riverside Auto. This time he's going to give a shout-out to a civil servant, Jared Ellis, your Register of Deeds. Go register your deed with a smile.
Got a new kicker in, Stacy. You got sophomore number 85, Logan Dillo, will be doing the kickoff. We got a lot of fresh faces. We'll try to get to them. You also got number 34, C.J. Mathis, number 45, Uriah. It's going to be a short kick. It's going to be fielded right to 35. Bounces off his chest, and the ball is still loose, and the young Cyclones are fighting for it. I was going to hit number 45, Uriah Matherson is one. They had number 20, Braylon Britt, and also number 21, Tucker Taylor.
Get that guy right in the chest and bounce back. They're able to jump on the ball right there. Got an update from Robbie Fridge, 5:18 to go in the third. Pisgah County, 16-yard touchdown pass. They're up over Hampton, 28-6.
Got a lot of fresh faces for the Cyclones. You have Andrew Blevins, Matthew Kent, Xavier Smalls, and who's that? Tyler McGovern's your defensive line. Roland Riddle's your corners. Safety, you got Wallen and Jesse. Whitehead back to pass he's looking, he's going to be hit, and he is hammered, and he incomplete pass. Almost got a toe tap.
Justice Wallen just absolutely laid him out.
Yes,
he threw it up. Almost got a toe tap, but he was out of bounds when he caught it. So it's going to be an incomplete pass, bring up a second down and 10 for the Grizzlies. Clock continuing to run. We're down to 7:39 to go here in the third quarter. Cyclones up big. Your Bojangles score the game 56-8. Well, that quarterback's taking a beating.
He is. He will be sore in the morning. Trips left. Half back to the right side of the quarterback. Waiting on the snap. Long snap, yeah. And this time
clapped his hands, and then we went across. So I don't know if
it's offside.
Offsides on the defense.
Yep.
Goodness gracious, that's the longest I've seen him make stay on the line in a long, long time.
And not move and not try to draw everybody off sides. Yeah. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. So it's going to bring up second down and 5 from the 43-yard line. Cyclones are up 56-8 as we're at 6:44 left to go here in the third quarter.
Let's see if they do that again.
Stacy getting some valuable minutes on some younger kids, getting some good Friday night minutes. Cyclones rolling. Looks like they rolled to a cover 3. He is holding them, Stacy. Back to pass. He's looking. He's going to throw it out, and it's going to be called. And his receivers across midfield into Cyclone territory. It's the 49-yard line, and that's enough for a Grizzly first down.
We moved into a cover 3. Cover 2, we stopped that. So
yeah.
Clock down to 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. As Tony said, Cyclones up big, 56-8. Cyclone defense out on the field trying to stop the Grizzlies here on their first series of the second half.
Grizzlies are tripped to the left, tailback to the right side of the quarterback. He's waiting, still waiting on his. Now he snaps it, and then they're going to try to run out here to the short side of the field into the boundary, and it's going to be strung out by number 32, Andrew Blevins, and come up 13, and Bryson Rowland for about a 1-yard loss.
Grizzlies are coming up. They're huddling up, and then they're coming up to the line, and they're just sitting there.
It's a good way to
sitting there and sitting there and sitting there. Some of those big linemen, their blood's probably running to their head. They got that hand out on the ground. Grizzlies just trying to run as much time off the clock as they possibly can, down 56-8, and you got to think to try to give their defense a little bit of a blow.
Yep, Granger comes out the same formation. This time tailback flips over to the left side of the quarterback. Cyclone showing middle pressure as Wall and Justice has creeped up, showing middle pressure. And he backs out, and they're going to look. He's going to throw, and he's going to throw it up. And this time it's good coverage by Rowland as he forces him out of bounds, incomplete.
Good job. He used the sidelines as an extra defender. Just kind of
he didn't bite
runs
that
him
time.
right out. Yeah, just runs him right out that time. It's going to bring up third down and 12 for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they tried a little stutter and go, and he didn't bite for the.
He bought the first time, but he didn't that time.
Yep. This time the Grizzlies are going to flip over. They're going to have 3 trips to the right, H-back to the right, tailback to the left side of the quarterback. Looking over, waiting. Snap, and he's looking. He's going to try the quarterback. And Andrew Blevins is in pursuit, running down the alley, and he's
right in his back pocket.
Got him. Yep, for about a 3-yard loss.
Goes in for a loss. Good job by Blevins that time. He just followed the back. Got him well behind the line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up, we'll call it fourth down and probably about 14 yards to go. 3:35 to go here in the third quarter with the running clock. Cyclones up big 56-8. Looks like the Grizzlies are going to go for it.
As they're calling in the play, you're going to have twins left, H-back, tight end to the right, tailback to the left side of the quarterback in shotgun formation. Cyclones showing a little pressure, creeping up is Justice. Justice is coming this time. The quarterback's going to roll out to his right. He's going to roll, and he throws a Kent Colby submarine.
Yeah. He's running to his left, throws that thing underhanded to the right. You're going to have holding on the part of the Grizzlies, which the Cyclones are going to decline. And because of that, they take over on downs. They'll have it first down and 10 from the Grizzly, what is that, 48-yard line, 47-yard line. Cyclones have it first and 10 with 2:42 to go here in your third quarter, leading 56-8. Let's see who the Cyclones send out on offense this time. You got to think he's going to start getting some time in for some kids now.
Yep. You say it looks like Jesse's or Justin Whitehead's coming out to play quarterback. We got it's a whole lot of new linemen, Stacy. Going to get our sheet out for this. You got number 60 is Cooper Atkins is one. They're pulling this time. Cam Baker's your running back. Cam runs through the right side. He stiff arms. He falls across the 45 down across the 43 where he's tackled. You also got number 77, Tanner Pelter.
58.
58 is Andrew White. 62 is Gavin Kodak.
88 in that tight end.
Yep, 88 is Blaine Tolley. Cam Baker's lined up as, here's a wrinkle, he's lined up as tailback. Hall is in at your H-back as they're looking at second down and 5. And this time Baker's going to get it go on the left side, and he's going down inside the 35, 30, still on his feet, down inside the 25, still driving his feet, still going, get inside the 10, 5, touchdown. Give him 6. Oh, what a run from about 43 yards.
A second. They give it?
Yeah. Oh, they give it to him.
They gave it to him.
That was all 4 on that one.
Hey, we don't know a lot, but we talked about how do you fill the spot when big 40s are not in there. We saw tonight, we both talked about it earlier today. You put Jariah back there? Answer is yes. Do you put Cam Baker back there? Based on that run, yes, sir. You put him back there, too.
Why not?
The big senior that time just broke tackles, went down the sideline, showed some speed to make it 62-8 with 1:18 to go as
Dillo comes in for the extra
Dillo
point.
tries the extra point. Give the kids some points.
Yep, and the snap is up and the kick in. He inches it through, and it is good. So with 1:18 left to go, your new score, 63-8 Cyclones. We'll be back after this 60-second word from our sponsor.
Sometimes we each need a little help. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment in Elizabethton has been helping our friends and neighbors for over 30 years. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment is in your home, with you on vacation, with you wherever you go, always helping to make your daily life a little easier and a little safer, because they care about you, their friends and neighbors. If you find yourself in need of medical equipment, a name you can count on is Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, 2214 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton. Now hiring. Call 547-0060.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you create happy moments. From buying your first home together to renovating an empty nest. From your first car loan to your first small business loan. We're here to help along the way so you can focus on the happy moments. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness. Learn more at www.cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is locally managed to support our first priority, Carter County, and the people who live here. A division of Bank of Tennessee, equal housing lender, NMLS number 430203.
For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyl, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Granger Stadium where your Cyclones are up big 63-8. We got another kickoff brought to you by Stouts Riverside Auto. This time his shout-outs to Asher Detailing. For all your auto detailing, ceramic coating needs, Asher Detailing on Facebook and Instagram.
Will Bowers is your new kickers. Everybody's getting in as we're waiting for the approach and the kick, and it's a high spinning kick.
Good kick.
Yeah, it's going to be fielded into 5, and he drops it, and he picks it up, and he's going to try to go into the middle, and the ball falls down again. Great tackle down there by number 37, Wesley Taylor, and also number 25, freshman, William McDuffie, and Taylor's a junior.
Yep. Good job that time. Go run by him as the clock goes under a minute here in the third quarter with the running clock. As we said, Cyclones up big, 63-8. Let's see if we can get some names in here on defense.
You got Tucker Taylor's playing one corner. You got number 56 is Leaf Erbach, freshman, playing defensive end.
What we got over there at that other safety?
Braylon Britt is a freshman playing one safety. Trying to get some other. Travis Small, seniors, playing outside linebacker. Also got Mariah Matheson playing the other outside linebackers. Tucker
Good job.
Up. Good job. Tucker took on the block and fought through it and caught him for about a 2-yard loss.
Good job that time.
Good job by Tucker.
Yep.
A lot of freshmen and sophomore out there right now, Stacey.
Yep. That's going to do it.
Quarter. Yep. So that's going to do it for the end of 3. Your score, all Cyclones, 63-8. We'll be back after this 60-second word from our sponsors.
A college degree is now more valuable than ever before. That's because the more education you have, the better your job prospects and the larger your paycheck. At Northeast State Community College, they offer 135 career-boosting programs and great financial aid options. With so many programs to choose from, you can start here and go anywhere. Northeast State also has flexible scheduling and campuses close to your home, helping you balance school with work and family. Apply today at northeaststate.edu/admissions. The Merle Norman Cosmetics fall line has arrived at Merle Norman Cosmetics and Boutique downtown Elizabethton. Come in today and see the beautiful new colors Merle Norman has for fall. Ladies, schedule your makeover for the upcoming fall and winter formals now because appointments are filling up every day. And shop the summer clothing and jewelry in stock, now reduced by 30% to make room for the new fall merchandise arriving daily. Take advantage of all this and much more at Merle Norman Cosmetics and Boutique, 541 Elk Avenue in beautiful downtown Elizabethton.
Visit the coffee company in downtown Elizabethton for handcrafted coffee drinks, sandwiches, and salads. Go Cyclones!
Better than ever country. WBEJ.
Jim, welcome back here as we start the fourth quarter with your Cyclones up 63-8.
Yep. big play the Grangers are going to take over. They're going to have it second down and 12. They're all the way back on their own 6-yard line.
This time it's going to hand off the tackle, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield by number 56, Leaf Erbach. Bring up a third down and about 12, 13, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Cyclones up big, 63-8, 11:41 to go here in the ball game.
Yep, score sponsored by Bojangles, where you can go get the Bo sandwich, which is marinated with Bo's traditional season and topped with savory mayonnaise and 2 thick-cut pickles toasted on a bakery bun. Go by and get yours tomorrow while you watch college football. They hand off to the tailback. Tailback's going into the end zone.
Good job, Cyclones.
Take a pick, safety. They called about, there's all of them, but Tucker's the only one. He's the guarding receiver down here.
Good first flick on him. He didn't have anywhere to go, and the Cyclones just converge on him about the R in the Grizzlies in the end zone. So with that, Cyclones are going to get a safety to make it 65-8 now.
Well, let's go back to the station for a quick 30-second timeout. When we come back, we'll have the final 11 minutes left to go here in your ballgame. We'll be back after this 30-second word from our sponsors.
Jay's Corner is now open 7 days a week. With summer here, stop it at Jay's Corner, Lynn Avenue and F Street, downtown Elizabethton. Now open Sundays 11 to 4, in addition to Monday through Saturday hours of 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. Voted Reader's Choice for the best burger in town. You'll also love Jay's Barbecue, smoked wings, hot dogs, subs, salads, and more. And summertime is the best time of year for cold shakes and ice cream, especially Sundays. See the full menu on Facebook or visit eatjayscorner.com or call 547-3300. In this ever-changing world, personal service continues to be the #1 priority at Rainbow Realty and Auction. You can talk or visit with the sister-brother team of Judy or Dale from beginning through closing and beyond, and you can rely on them to guide you through any issues that might arise in the selling or buying of your property. Celebrating their 25th year in Elizabethton, Dale and Judy's knowledge and experience will get your property sold where others have failed. Call Rainbow Realty at 547-2800 or visit rainbowrealtytn.com. Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale Cherokee Drive behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this holiday season.
WBEJ.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Granger County High School, where coming off a safety from the young Cyclone defense, they're going to be free kick from the 20. Stacey, you got several fresh faces. Let's look out there. You got number 46 for the Cyclones is Aiden Cole. Braylon Britt, number 20. You got number 29, William McDuffie. You got number 18, Logan Campbell. You got number 30 for the Cyclones, Samuel Orsborn, sophomore. You got number 87, Aiden Van Dyke. Who else we got out there? Number 89, Jay Ramos. And back deep is, looks like Alex Riddle. Standing back deep as we're waiting the free kick where they've elected to kick it off of the tee. And this time it's a high spinning kick that Riddle gets it. He's crossed the 35-30, still on his feet, crossed 45, still 2 hands on the ball, across the 46-yard line, 47-yard line, where Cyclones will come out, see who comes out as their, looks like we're going to have a new tailback. Is number 34, Mathis, will be a tailback. Big J. Yep. Javen Moorfield's coming in.
Try to get you some names and numbers here as soon as they get out.
As they break the huddle, let's see who's your, you got number 81 will be Riley Jones.
You said
16,
61, Big J Moorfield in at center.
Yep, quarterback is freshman number 16, Jackson Price. He puts C.J. Mathis over to his right side. And it's snap, and he's going to throw out here, and it's going one hop to Riddle as Riddle was looking to throw a tunnel screen. You also got number 78, Joshua Oberdeck, playing as your right guard. And then your left tackle is number 77, Tanner Pelter for the Cyclones. This ball is incomplete. We're under 10 minutes left to go. Back to pass is Price. He's going to throw it. This time he gets it to Riddle. Riddle across midfield. Still on his feet down inside the 35-40. Still going 35 down inside the 38-yard line where he's forced out of bounds, but not before he picks up a select 7 first down. Speaking of select 7, I've got a flag. Well, I talk about select 7 anyway. Yep. Select 7 is now celebrating 75 years of helping you build a brighter future. They offer CDs, money market accounts, vacation, Christmas club accounts. They got free checking, free online mobile banking, free Visa check card, free online statements. They offer very competitive auto and mortgage loan rates. If you live, work, or attend in any of the 7 counties, they're Carter, Washington, Unicoi, Hawkins, Sullivan in Tennessee, Scott in Washington County, Virginia. You can be a member or narrow it down. If you live in Carter County, become a member today. We go where you go. Select 7 Union Credit Mobile Banking.
Cyclones had a penalty on that, a holding penalty on Riddle's last reception, so they back them up. It brings up a second down and 12. They try the same bubble screen over here to Riddle on the right side. It goes incomplete, so we're now at third down and 12. Ball is on their own 44. We're down to 8 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the ball game. As I said, Cyclones up big, 65-8.
Now they put the senior Riddle in at tailback. See what he can do right here. See, you got Tucker and Logan Campbell out wide to the left. Snap, and they're going to give it to Riddle. Riddle's going over across the right side. He's across 45, digging inside the 50 into Granger territory down about the 42-yard line. Pickup of about 10 yards.
The Cyclones punted tonight, Wes.
No, have we? We haven't punted.
I don't think there's been a punt the whole ball game. Let's see what they do here. Looks like the offense is going to stay out on the field. 4th down and 3 to go. 7:50 to go in the ball game. Up big, 65-8.
We got Justin Whitehead is now in at the quarterback. C.J. Mathis is your tailback. You got twins to the right, or tight end to the right. We'll throw a bubble screen out here, and it goes in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. So they'll turn it over on downs where Granger will take over 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line, trailing 65-8 with 7:20 left to go here in the ball game.
Yeah, Whitehead just threw that one kind of hot out there to Riddle, went right straight through his arms as we see the moon coming up over Cherokee Lake over here. Pretty drive down here to Granger County.
Yep, it is.
Not near as pretty going back in the dark this late, but it's okay.
No, but it'd be a happy time going back.
It'll be a happy time going back as the Cyclones just completely dominate here tonight, 65-8. You're now at 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Cyclones got a host of same defensive personnel that we had out the last time.
Yeah, with the exception, got a new corner, number 18, Logan Campbell's playing out.
Got another update here from Robbie Fritz. Pisgah scored another touchdown. Pisgah County's up 35-6 over Hampton.
Trying to quarterback sweep to the right, he goes, or to the left. He's off tackle. He goes into Cyclone territory up at the 44-yard line, and here comes a late flag in, right at the close to the point of attack. We'll see what it's called. Probably call some type of it's a hold against the Granger Grizzlies to be accessed from the point of contact, so this will redo 1st down.
81, Riley Jones on the stop by the Cyclones. Peeling back, big hit on them.
Yep. Stacy, looking at tonight's contest, I think some questions were answered as far as can these young kids, can they step up, can they take some plays away from the starters, for lack of a better term, to give them a break? And I think the answer is yes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. After this play here from Grizzlies, we'll
the tailback's going wide to the left. He's going to come up, and Tucker Taylor just comes up.
Good job.
Makes a great tackle. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Braylon Barrett at number 20.
Braylon Barrett, just great open field tackle right there.
Textbook. Head across, pick him up, drive him down.
Down to 5:30 to go here in the ball game. Cyclones up 65-8. The young kids are playing good here, too. Let's give you some quick scores here. Got Hampton getting beat by Pisgah 35-6. Johnson County over Claiborne 16-0. Got a final. Boone all over Crockett 35-0. Cloudland 46, Hancock County 8. Jefferson County 25, Science Hill 21, about 7 minutes to go. Morristown West huge over Tennessee High 32-14. Dobbins Bennett 41, West Ridge 14.
And then while we was away, they had a quick screen pass to his receiver, and he was tackled by Ryan Matheson and also number 18, Logan Campbell.
Greenville's up big over Cherokee, too. Last count, 55-0.
That's where we go next week.
Next week down to Cherokee, down to Hawkins County.
Yep.
Well, here it's over to Hawkins County.
Yeah, here it's over. Yep. New defensive back in is number 84, Ethan Drag, playing safety. And another sidearm throw, and it's going to be completed this time, and it's going to be in Cyclone territory, enough for a Grizzly first down. As Wesley Taylor was up in to make the tackle. You also got new face number 80 for Cyclones, who is not Bradley Cannon, so Bradley's out with an injury, so I don't know who took his number over for this game.
Down to 3:48 to go here in your ball game. Cyclones up big 65-8. As the Grizzlies looking at trying to go against the Cyclones' second, third team here. A lot of freshmen out there, a lot of sophomores. Like you said, Tony, getting to see some great time here on the varsity.
Yep, Big J is out there playing nose guard. Big J takes on the block, and this time they're going to try to run him down to blows dead. It's going to be never even got a chance to get started, so it's going to be back it up. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. The two receivers were both moving. We're down to 3:12 left to go here in the fourth and final period.
Big J shed that block and try to get down the line there.
He did. One thing about him, you got to love the kid.
And those players do.
They do. Well, the fans do too. He embodies the word Cyclone.
He makes the tackle here. That whole side over there, they're going to go crazy.
Yeah, and so will the coaching staff. And now he's running out to the left. He's still running. He's going to cut it back. He gets a grain. He's going to be up in. And no, he's still on his feet. And he's still battling forward. And Ryan Matheson makes a tackle right about the 38-yard line. That's a good, hard run for only about a 5-yard gain.
Jay got decked that time. That's a pretty good hit.
Yeah. Yep.
To get him down. So I'm going to send in some other players.
Yep. Got number 35, Josiah Bird in. Who else did you see in? Number 89, Jay Ramos. Number 92, Braden White is in. Aiden Cole's playing middle linebacker. Granger comes up. He's going to have H-back, twins right, tailback. And they're going to call the quarterback's number, and he goes up the middle, cuts back across. He's across 25, 20, 15, 10, and he's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown, Grizzlies.
Right up the middle. Quarterback scores. We'll call it 148. That's going to make your score 65-14. As the Grizzlies line up to what you think will be going for two here.
Yeah, he just cut back against the grain, strung it right, and he cut back left. He got across the grain and just outrun the safeties in the corner who went off with the pass. So
got up to the second level there and did a good job blocking on the linebackers as they pull their tackles and sometimes their guards. So sort of an inside trap there, and the quarterback reads it correctly and goes into the end zone for their second score of the game. First one on offense.
Yep. And we're going to have a timeout. So we'll take it with them. We'll go back to the station for this break, but we'll let you know your Cyclones are up 65-14. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout.
Integrity, trust, respect, and family. That's how Southern Finance has survived since 1959 in an ever-changing economy. Southern Finance specializes in small personal loans, auto loans, home and land loans, and more. Hometown lending for honest, hard-working people like you. Southern Finance welcomes less than perfect credit at the office across from the Bonnie Kate in downtown Elizabethton. To find the loan you need, call Southern Finance at 542-2165.
Hermitage Health and Rehabilitation is a newly remodeled 70-bed skilled facility in Elizabethton. With a reputable therapy team offering physical, occupational, and speech services 7 days a week, Their Rehab to Home program focuses on the goal of returning residents to their home, re-energized and with more mobility. Schedule your tour today at Hermitage Health Center, 1633 Hillview Drive, Elizabethton, 543-2571.
Visit Simply Elegant Bakery and Catering, downtown Elizabethton, for homemade baked goods and customized catering. Go Cyclones!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, they're going for two. There's quarterback stringing out wide to the left, and he's going to be battling down to the goal line. They're going to say no, stop short, as he was stopped by Tucker Taylor, and also number 20, Braylon Britt, and number 37, Wesley Taylor. So we'll go back to the station after the failed two-point conversion for another 60-second word from our sponsor. Before we do, Cyclone 65, Granger Grizzlies 14. We'll be back after this 60-second word from our sponsor.
Make Dino's Restaurant, downtown Elizabethton, your regular eating place for football Friday nights. In addition to your favorite hot lasagna, spaghetti, and other Italian foods, plus hot American foods, including hamburger steak with onions and gravy, you'll also enjoy marinated ribeye steaks at Dino's any day for lunch or dinner. And on football Fridays after 4 o'clock, Dino's also offers both 10 and 16-ounce prime rib with salad inside. Get in the game. Eat every Friday night at Dino's, downtown Elizabethton, open 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday, and accepting carry-out orders. A college degree is now more valuable than ever before. That's because the more education you have, the better your job prospects and the larger your paycheck. At Northeast State Community College, they offer 135 career-boosting programs and great financial aid options. With so many programs to choose from, you can start here and go anywhere. Northeast State also has flexible scheduling and campuses close to your home, helping you balance school with work and family. Apply today at northeaststate.edu/admissions. Offering quality furniture, appliances, and bedding for the entire home since 1936. Shop locally at Richie's Furniture and Sleep Shop, downtown Elizabethton.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Granger High School, where it's all Cyclones, as we're waiting the kick back deep for the Cyclones. Alex Riddle standing about his own 15-yard line. It's a high spinning kick that lands, and Riddle's going to goes over his head, and he's going to fall on it at the 15-yard line, where the Cyclones will take over 1st and 10, as we're right at 1:40 left to go here in the ball game. Stacey.
See the Cyclones sent out here on offense this time, unloading the bench here tonight, up 65-14 with a minute 30 seconds to go.
As I believe about everybody that was able to play and could play, I think has seen some type of action tonight, whether it be on offense, defense, or special teams, as they just now blow it in to set the 25-second clock down to 1:13 as Cyclones come running on, and it's going to be, quarterback is going to be number 16, Jackson Price. William McDuffie's your tailback, and CJ's your other tailback. So you got split backs, double tight, under a minute left to go. Price waiting on the snap. He gets it, and he's going to hand it to C.J. Mathis. Mathis bounces out to the left. Now he's cuts to the right, still on his feet across the 20, up near the 21-yard line for a pickup of about 6 yards.
Good run by C.J. Mathis. Takes us down under 30 seconds to go here.
I think that's going to do it.
They're not going to have to run another play?
No.
Okay.
No, because they're just now blowing it in. So, no, Coach Witten saying, stop, we're not going to run anymore. So that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a final here, Granger High School, where your Cyclones moved to 3-0 in the year by a score 65-14. We'll be back after this 2-minute word from our sponsor with West's second half recap and the post-game show. We'll be back after this 2-minute word from our sponsors.
Whether you need mowing or other lawn care service, including leaf removal later in the fall, call Steve's Lawn Care of Elizabethton, specializing in these services and more. Steve Burra, owner of Steve's Lawn Care, provides free estimates for all jobs, is licensed and insured, and provides service throughout the entire Tri-City area for residential and commercial needs. So for the end-of-season lawn care you need, including mowing and leaf removal, call Steve's Lawn Care at your service Monday through Saturday at 895-0149. And go Cyclones! Always remember, Eagle Center Antiques at 507 East Elk Avenue in beautiful downtown Elizabethton has 2 levels of store space for you to shop for antiques, books, jewelry, coins, collectibles, home decor, and much more. Things tell a story when people no longer can, so be sure you see all there is to see by shopping both upstairs and downstairs at Eagle Center Antiques, located at the corner of Elk Avenue and Armed Forces Drive in beautiful downtown Elizabethton. Owned by Tammy Troutman, who invites you to come in any Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5. The law office of Cameron L. Hyder has moved to 605 East Unaka Avenue, Johnson City. Cameron Hyder will still serve clients throughout Carter County at the new location, so if you need legal advice and service in criminal law, family law, wills, estates, probate, or general civil law, contact Cameron L. Hyder at 631-0327. That's 631-0327. Cameron Hyder is also accessible by email at hyderlawoffice@gmail.com. Cameron L. Hyder, attorney, now serving you at 605 East Unaka Avenue, Johnson City. People love to shop Hampton Pharmacy, Highway 321 in Hampton. Lanny Peters is Hampton Pharmacy's owner and registered pharmacist, who invites you to bring in your prescription for quality medicine with fast service. Hampton Pharmacy accepts all major credit cards and Medicare Part D, and is always available for consultation and counseling, plus provides computer printouts for tax filing. Hampton Pharmacy is an authorized case knife dealer and has a wide selection of greeting cards for all occasions at money-saving prices. Hampton Pharmacy, Highway 321, Hampton. If you're looking for commercial insurance on most any business, be sure you check with Elizabethton Insurance Agency near downtown Elizabethton for the best rates before you buy elsewhere. Elizabethton Insurance has commercial insurance for used car lots, contractors, condos, apartments, churches, and even more. Elizabethton Insurance has a full line of commercial products. Elizabethton Insurance Agency, 328 East Elk Avenue, Elizabethton, specializing in all types of homeowners, auto, commercial, and personal lines of insurance. For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyl, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Granger County High School, where your Elizabethton Cyclones moved 3-0 in the season, more importantly 1-0 in the conference, after a no-doubt victory over the Granger Grizzlies by a final score of 65-14. And as always, we're joined by the best stat man in the business, Wes. Wes, go ahead and give us your second half recap, please.
Yeah, quick start for the Cyclones. Recovered an onside kick. Jeriah Griffin had a 51-yard touchdown run, but it was called back on holding. Griffin picked up 14, and then Caleb Holzer just rumbled 45 yards untouched for the score with 9:12 remaining in the third quarter. The Cyclones, after stopping Granger, they picked it back up. Cam Baker just needed 2 runs. The latter, a 42-yard touchdown. He broke a pair of tackles and ran down the left sidelines with 1:18 remaining in the third quarter. They made it 63-8 Cyclones. The Cyclones defense came up big again in the fourth quarter, stopping Brandon Church for a 5-yard loss for a safety in the end zone, and that was made it 65-day Cyclones. And the Cyclone defense had Granger in negative rushing yards the entire game until that final drive when Ashton Taylor, he rumbled off 37 yards for a touchdown there, the freshman there for Granger, with 1 minute and 48 seconds remaining. That produced the final score to 65-14. For the Cyclones, 374 total yards, 237 combined rushing yards, and 137 combined passing yards. Rhett Slagle led the passing attack, 4 of 6, 102 yards, a touchdown. Justin Whitehead, 4 for 4, 35 yards, and Price got in the game there, but was 0 for 3. Running the football, Zeth Mullen, 7 carries, 53 yards, 2 touchdowns. Caleb Holzer, 6 carries, 90 yards, 3 touchdowns. Cam Baker, 3 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown. Jeriah Griffin, 2 carries, 15 yards, and a touchdown. Alex Riddle, 1 for 7. C.J. Mathis, 1 carry for 6 yards, and Slagle had 1 carry for 2 yards. Receiving game, Jeriah Griffin, 3 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown. Eli Blevins, 2 catches, 26 yards. Cam Baker, 2 catches for 13 yards. Luke Whaley, 1 catch for 46 yards. Defensively, Landry Buckles had both a sack and that pick six, the interception there for the Cyclone defense. Numerous tackles for loss for the Cyclones tonight, too many to mention. The host of Cyclone defense just back in the backfield all night. For Granger, only 4 first downs, had 91 yards passing. Ended up with 26 yards rushing, courtesy of that big touchdown run there at the end. 117 total yards, 3 fumbles, 0 loss. They punted 3 times. They were led. Luke Davis was 5 of 13 for 72 yards and an interception, but the freshman Ashton Taylor hit 2 passes for 19 yards in the final drive, and then he had that big run and finished 2 for 43 on the ground there with the score to lead the Grizzlies, but just an overall dominating effort for the Cyclones tonight. You look, we
last week was a little sloppy game. Of course, hats off to Morristown. When you come in, it's kind of nice to have a game like this to where you can get multiple players, can get multiple touches. If it does nothing else, it puts something on the film for somebody down week 6, week 7, week 9, week 11, whatever week it may be, is if they got to see this and they got to say, hey, wait a minute, 4 can run it, 11 can run it, 9 can run it. So, I mean, just a multiple way for coach to put something on film.
Yeah, absolutely. Just everybody across the field just getting in the game tonight and making plays up and down. One key stat to hear that, I didn't forgot to mention, though, Cyclones only had 6 penalties tonight. That was down from 13 week 1, 9 from last week. So you're cutting your penalties down each game, the third week of the season. So little mistakes like that. The only real true mistake tonight would be that kickoff return, that touchdown kickoff return they had in the first half, that 95-yarder. You take that away, and it's pretty much a picture-perfect ball game for the Cyclones.
But that will be addressed, I promise.
Yes, that will be.
That will be addressed. So, Wes, as always, we appreciate it. You're the best at what you do. We appreciate it. We'll go back to the station for this 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll continue tonight's breakdown of a very convincing win as your Cyclones move to 3-0 in a year and 1-0 in the conference. We'll be back after this 2-minute word from our sponsors.
Custom Muffler and Brake is a full-service auto repair shop. Bring your vehicle for any mechanical work you might need, whether it's major or minor, to Custom Muffler and Brake at 700 South Sycamore Street, Elizabethton. Check your vehicle's fluid levels and recharge your air conditioning system now for the cool comfort you want in your automobile. For Custom Muffler is EPA certified to service AC machines. Remember, any auto repair you might need is available at Custom Muffler and Brake, 700 South Sycamore Street, Elizabethton, your Jasper engine and transmission dealer. For all your landscaping needs, including landscaping installation, new yards seeded and strawed, landscape maintenance, and whole house debris cleanups and removal service, contact Jason Bowling at B&G Landscaping Elizabethton. Jason Bowling has been providing landscaping and lawn maintenance for years and also provides mulching and trimming and even junk removal services. B&G has it all. So no matter what your landscaping need is, call Jason Bowling at B&G Landscaping Elizabethton, 512-1036. Your top solution for complete care of all your landscape needs.
Hello, this is Justin Deaton, pastor of Eastside Free Will Baptist Church, and we'd love to have you come out and join us for one of our Sunday services or Wednesday night Bible study services. We start at 9:45 on Sunday morning for Sunday school, 10:45 for worship service, 6 o'clock on Sunday night, and then 7 o'clock for our Wednesday night Bible study. Once again, this is Justin Deaton with Eastside Free Will Baptist Church. Cordially invite you to come and be with us. God bless you. I hope you're enjoying the game, and you have a great rest of your evening.
In an ever-changing, fast-paced real estate market, you need local agents who have knowledge and experience of the local market. Jay Crockett and Shauna Weddle with RE/MAX Checkmate have a proven record of success in handling all aspects of your real estate needs. Jay and Shauna put their expertise, hard work ethic, and nationally backed RE/MAX advertising to work for you to obtain results. For any of your real estate needs, call Jay Crockett at 341-6884 or Shauna Weddle at 946-2068 or the RE/MAX office at 282-0432. Go Cyclones and continue to make our community proud. Hot dogs are just $1.87 each. With tax, that makes them $2 a piece every day, Monday through Saturday, at Reynolds Grocery in the Keenberg community, Old Bristol Highway, Elizabethton. Don't forget about all the other convenience foods and drinks at Reynolds Grocery, where the outdoorsman will find a large selection of new and used firearms and ammo. Tim Reynolds is Reynolds Grocery, open Monday through Saturday, 8 to 3 on the Old Highway 19E in Keenberg, also serving you as a Tennessee lottery retailer. Reynolds Grocery. Reed's Pharmacy, your locally owned pharmacy, provides all your prescription and over-the-counter medicinal needs on West Elk Avenue across from the high school.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Granger County High School, where your Cyclones improved to 3-0 after a convincing 65-14 win. Stacy, got a couple of local scores of interest?
Yep. Pisgah County, North Carolina, up big over Hampton, 35-7.
Johnson County 30-0 over Claiborne County in the fourth quarter.
Daniel Boone skunks Crockett in the Musket Bowl, 35-0.
Clallan 46, Hancock County 8.
Greenville all over Cherokee, 69-0.
Jefferson County, here's the shocker. I missed this one. Jeff County moves to 2-1, 25-21 victory over Science Hill.
And Morristown West 32, Tennessee High 14, kind of surprising there too.
Yep. Twin Springs 42, Unaka 0 in the fourth quarter.
We've got a 6-9 game, Unicoi over Pigeon Forge in the fourth quarter.
Sullivan East 33, Volunteers 6 in the third quarter.
And Dobbins Bennett pulling away from Westridge 41-21 in the fourth period.
And let's go down. Bearden 45, Anderson County 27. Beautiful score. With 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter.
Bradley County beat Maryville 21-13.
That's two good games. And
Halls beat Fulton.
And you got McMahon Central and Polk County 14-7. And
we don't care about the rest.
No, we don't care about the rest of it right now.
Not at this point in the season.
Not at this moment, but a convincing win was, you heard Wes give the stats. Going into the last drive, Cyclones defense had the Granger Grizzlies in negative yards for us.
Negative rushing yards. That one rushing score put them in the positive. So just an absolutely dominant performance by the Cyclones, really in all phases tonight. One little snafu on the special teams. That last one, you had freshmen and sophomores in there, that last score that they had. But exactly what you wanted to see from the Cyclones tonight.
And like I told Wes, that will be addressed. That kickoff return will be addressed.
It will.
It will be a teaching moment. But like we said, we claim that we don't know a lot about football. But every once in a while, the guys we spoke about, Landry Buckles, Billy Woodby, they stepped up big. That gives them some confidence because they played meaningful minutes against a good Science Hill JV squad and also a good Morristown West JV squad. The more rest they get, the more confidence they get. This has nothing but building confidence all over for those kids to take the next step.
Well, and you also got a chance to address with Jay Bird being out now from extended period of time.
He said he goes the 8th. I talked to him. He'll find out something the 8th.
On the 8th. So as of right now, but you saw tonight that, Jeriah can run the ball. Yep. But, now you got Cam Baker back there running the ball some, and it's good to test those out, and that's a good thing to do in this ball game.
And also, you put Justin Whitehead in there at quarterback. Justin looked good. I mean, some of his play action passes were tremendous. I mean, hiding the ball and rolling out. I mean, so that gives him confidence. So it's a good way to seal a victory for the Cyclones as we're in week 3 of the 6-game road trip. So we're halfway done. Got one more next week. So we'll go back to the station for this 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll preview next week's contest as we will finish up our week 4 road trip before we finally get to sit at home for a little while before we hit the road again. We'll be back after this 2-minute word from our sponsors.
To ensure Elizabethton will keep growing and thriving through the years, it all begins with a good education. The Elizabethton City School System is always thinking of how to improve your child's future. When a good education can take you as far as you want to go, you need dedicated educators and administrators to encourage, enlighten, and challenge. Support local education. The rewards are endless. A reminder from the Elizabethton City School System.
In this ever-changing world, personal service continues to be the #1 priority at Rainbow Realty and Auction. You can talk or visit with the sister-brother team of Judy or Dale from beginning through closing and beyond, and you can rely on them to guide you through any issues that might arise in the selling or buying of your property. Celebrating their 25th year in Elizabethton, Dale and Judy's knowledge and experience will get your property sold where others have failed. Call Rainbow Realty at 547-2800 or visit rainbowrealtytn.com. No matter what your legal need is, contact Misty Buck, attorney at law with office at 116 South Main Street, Elizabethton. Misty Buck handles legal cases for everything, including divorces, settlements, juvenile cases, criminal issues, and even more. Your initial consultation is always free, no matter what your legal matter is. So for all your legal needs, contact Misty Buck, attorney at law, 116 South Main Street, Elizabethton. The phone number is 543-BUCK. That's 543-BUCK to reach Misty Buck, attorney at law. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jonathan Street, your Elizabethton Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jonathan Street is a proud sponsor of Elizabethton High School football on WBEJ. For all your investment needs, call Jonathan Street at 543-8811 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Visit the coffee company in downtown Elizabethton for handcrafted coffee drinks, sandwiches, and salads. Go Cyclones!
Better than ever country. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Granger County High School for the final time tonight is your Cyclones win a convincing fashion by a score of 65-14. Stacy, looking at next week, where we open up week 2 of conference play. As we're back on the road, we go back to Rogersville, a place that we've been there a couple of years ago,
right,
and played. Hadn't played them a lot of times, but looking at them tonight, they took it on the chin to against Greenville. So we're going to have a wounded Chief team that we're going to go up against, but Cyclones have got to build on the momentum they got tonight in order to capitalize on Friday night.
Yep. Following week you got Boone coming into Citizens Bank Stadium for the first home game. You don't want to go in there with a letdown from tonight.
Right.
You look on the paper, next week's game has a potential to be a lot like tonight, but we saw so many good things for the Cyclones tonight. You want to see them to keep it at this level, and maybe take it up a little bit, maybe get some of those kids more reps. You talked about some of the places where you think you may need to fill some people in, like at linebacker, running back, and so forth, but also those positions that you don't know until you get an injury somewhere down. We're 3 games in, and last week we roll out of Morristown West with Ball in street clothes and Jaybird in street clothes, so you never know when it can happen. So things like tonight, although it may not be the most exciting of ball games, score-wise, it's very valuable to the Cyclones to get this experience in these young players, and let's hope that we come off to the same start as we did last week. Just worlds of difference. Now Granger's not Morristown West,
right?
But Coach Whitten says all the time, you're not playing against an opponent. You're playing our system.
Yeah.
You do our system, and we can beat the opponent. And tonight they played their system.
We did, and no matter who we play, we're going to get their best shot. And speaking of getting a lot of good playing time, Monday morning, Labor Day morning, if you don't have nothing to do, come out to Citizens Bank Stadium. I guarantee you'll see a great JV squad, JV game, I should say, is Elizabethton and Greenville.
Right.
Butt heads at 10 o'clock Monday morning.
And those kids that some Friday nights they sit over on the sidelines and they get dressed and warm up and they stand there. After tonight and then Monday when Greenville rolls in on a JV game, and they're going to bring their best.
Yep.
And so are we. Those kids, this is their time to play. And Coach Whitten says, when you're put in there, and this is pounded in their head from an early age,
right.
and Coach Ryan Whitten tells them all the time, when you get a chance, you've got to take advantage of it. Yep. And that's what these kids got to do, and tonight, and that's what they'll have a chance to do Monday night too, or Monday morning at 10 o'clock against Greenville. So just a great win, great way to open up the conference play tonight down here in Granger County with the convincing 65-14 win. But more importantly, just seeing the ability of the Cyclones to run their system tonight, run, pass, and that defense continues to dominate.
Yeah, just got to keep getting better. 1% better every week is where we want to be better than last week. So that's going to do it here for Granger County. You'll join us next week as we're from Cherokee High School. Join us at 6 o'clock for Murphy's matchup, and then 6:30 the Coach Sean Whitten Show, and then join Stacy and myself at 7 as we preview the Week 2 conference game, Week 4 of the TSSAA from Cherokee High School at 7 with kickoff at 7:30. As always, in honor of our good friend John, good night, God bless, and go Cyclones. We'll see you next week.
This has been a sports presentation of WBEJ Radio. Elizabethton High School football, brought to you by Citizens Bank, Northeast State Community College, Hermitage Health Center, Dino's Restaurant, Carter Finance, Southern Finance, the Wildwood Flower Company, the Jewelers Bench, Signature Healthcare, Taco John's, Happy Valley Credit Union, Advanced Heat Pump Systems, Ivy Hall Nursing Home, Rocky Top Garage Doors, Ridgewood Barbecue, Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, Rainbow Realty and Auction, Merle Norman Cosmetic Studio and Boutique, Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, Jay's Corner, Carter County Bank. Score the Game brought to you by Bojangles. First Down sponsor brought to you by Select 7 Credit Union. Tonight's play-by-play provided by Stacy Street and Tony Briggs. Tonight's show produced by Barton Edens. Thanks for listening, and join us again next time for Elizabethton High School football on Better Than Ever Country, WBEJ Radio Sports.